I'm waiting to see if the stream's live now. Type in Discord. Let me know if the stream is live. I don't trust it if I click on it. It's like your mom telling you that you're not ugly. You're like, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to say otherwise, so it doesn't count, even though I still appreciates it. All right, where's my pop-out chat? I'm waiting for somebody to appear in this chat so I know everything's working. In case anyone is watching and wondering why I'm just sitting here. I hear myself talking when I click on the stream, so that probably means that it's working. But I'm very paranoid about this technology. Alright, now that it's 7, maybe people will show up. Since I actually set a time for once. That was like 15 minutes in the future, but still, it's a big step for me. Let's type in the chat. Anyone there? Question mark. Could be you can't hear me talking. I was waiting for somebody to show up so that I could tell you what, I'm going to turn the game audio all the way down until I know that there are people here to help me balance it. Hold on. Was it set to unlisted? Is that a thing you could do with streams? Apparently it is. Wasn't that an intelligent decision? Huh. I've been sitting here for like the last 5 minutes wondering why, no one had popped up yet. And then I realized that the stream had been set to unlisted, which I didn't even know was a thing you could do. I guess if you want to have secret streams that only the cool kids know about. So it's set to public now, so there should be people noticing it. Son, D Sharp has appeared. Hey, how's it going? I assume you can hear me talking. Yeah. So yeah, I've started the stream like like 5 minutes ago, and I've just been sitting here like an idiot, staring at this splash screen, listening to bloody tears, wondering where the hell everyone was. And then I was like, oh, I guess if the stream was public, people might notice it. If I didn't stream in a basement to only myself, people might notice it. All right. I'm getting reports. Reports are flooding in that the stream is real. 2014 or whatever the statue in the Boo's Garden says in Mario 64. I don't want to start. I guess we could leave this damn splash screen so we ain't got to hear this one song. We can hear this one song, which is good. It's the first level of Castlevania 3. Oh, wait, that's right. Y'all aren't hearing the game right now. I turned it all the way down until we get this shit sorted. Till we get things figured out. I'm getting a little bit in the yellow, so I'm going to turn myself down ever so slightly. Just a hint. I'm at minus 9.9. Son, it's the score Bizarro Jeff Gerstmann gave Twilight Princess. Nobody wants to speak up and be my audio engineer, boys. I don't blame you. I guess I'll just pick a volume and y'all can tell me if it's bad and I'll just change it on the fly. So I'm going to put the game audio. Y'all should be hearing something now. Why is the little meter not moving? It's something about that. Okay, there it goes. Alright. I guess let's play this video game. God, gee whiz. I was going to thank Teague for gifting it to me, but he's not in the chat yet, so I don't know if he'd hear it. So I guess I'll just play in steely silence. I keep looking over at the stream chat like the kid at the big Little League game, looking over at the reserved seat for his dad, and he's not there because he's at a business meeting, son. And there's just one tear going down my cheek. But I'll be all right. I'll recover someday, just with a shitload of trauma. Alright. I've never actually beat this game, like, without emulator tricks and shenanigans. But we'll see what I could do. Hopefully you can hear at least something. I can't imagine the game's too loud because I only moved the slider up just a wee little bit. Just to tease y'all. I was like, I guess you can hear the game's music and shit. I know there's a secret past this door that you got to, like, jump to get. We did it! We get the high score, boys. Dracula's not going to know what hit him. Son, I appreciate you, D-Sharp. How's the sound? You're my audio engineer, son. You've been recruited. What a privilege, son. You get to be the person that I blame if I fuck everything up. The throwing knife. Boys, you're in a scrape if that's your only weapon in an old Castlevania game. Now, in Symphony of the Night, you could just fucking blat the shit out of them. Now, I knew that thing was coming, and I prepared for it and everything, but then I forgot there's that little bit of a delay. Aaron Hansen tried to warn me. The game, everything's fine? Well, I'm going to keep going until somebody speaks up and is like, I can't fucking hear nothing. And then I'm going to overcorrect it, and it's just going to be awful. I fucking told him. Holy water could prove quite useful. Now, I know that breaking candles... Okay, there's Teague. Son, I wonder why I had been abandoned. So Teague, let me know if the audio is bad. And then I'll panic change it. But I've just put it on something on a whim. And started playing. Vampire Killer. Demon Castle Dracula, they used to call it back in my day. Son, it's a Hardee's now, but back when I was a teenager. You don't hear the game. Okay. That's off to you. I forgot to pause. I'll tell you about my weird controls here in a second. Whoop. Alright, let me know how it's going now. I believe there may be meat in the walls. Son, I didn't abandon you. I was just getting second opinions, son. I was being responsible. The responsible streamer, son. That's what I want Tenfey to be known as. The sensible streamer. The kind of streamer you could show your parents and they'd be like, well, at least you're not watching that that PewDiePie. Good heavens. The Wall Street Journal, it won't have nothing to do with him. Okay, we got double shot holy water, which I just realized won't do nothing to the boss because the boss is a fucking flying bat. What a piece of shit. See, look, I paid for my anti-bat statements immediately. So I'm not going to worry about trying to get triple shot holy water. Now, if this was Castlevania 3, you take triple shot holy water in that first boss fight, and that poor skeleton like Minotaur that gets up, he might as well just go back to bed. He ain't even getting McDonald's for breakfast. That's how badly you hurt him. Oh, he's talking about heartbreak. Son, the invincibility water. Why did this stop being there? Okay, here we go. I want to make this axe a double shot axe. So I believe you break candles and kill enemies with a sub-weapon. You get a double shot eventually. Is that how it works? Any of you Castlevania experts watching? Is Belmondo XX69 among the viewers. Look at them trying to sneak me a pocket watch. What am I going to do against that big bat with this fucking pocket watch? How embarrassing. They even drop holy water, son. We did it! We double shot it. But then, nah, the triple shot's too much. Don't get greedy, man. Jesus. That poor fucking bat is going to be like, yeah, you can only throw one axe at a time, Simon Belmont. And I'm like, oh, think again. And he's like, no. Not an angled trajectory. But you're only supposed to be able to attack on a horizontal plane. He-Man. Simon. Look at that. We fucking told him. Do the cool guy thing. Whoop. There was a triple shot there the whole time that I didn't know about until time froze. What a disaster. Did I earn an extra man? Am I secretly good at the game? I promise y'all I'm not good at this game. Just wait. It's coming. Ah, yes. This fucking place. Now, the reason I weren't worried about getting triple shot axe is because I knew we'd be getting a boomerang. Son. And it's the best sub-weapon. And the best auxiliary Cartoon Network channel, son. Where else can you watch Real Adventures of Johnny Quest and SWAT Cats, boys? Talk about spoiled. I guess you could watch some old Hanna-Barbera shit, too, if you really wanted to. Like the Flintstones. Ugh. Who unironically likes the Flintstones? How embarrassing. And I believe if we could break this fucking brick. Look at that, boys. Triple shot boomerang. We have no excuse to lose now. Alright, we don't need to be using these boomerangs to break all the candles anymore. Because we won't get another shot. We just need to save up hearts. So invest soundly in triple boomerang features. It's guaranteed to come up good for you. Medusa heads. Really? Who is Dracula's fucking decorator? One of these has a knife in it. Look at this. It's traps. Whew, careful now. I think this next one has the knife in it. Why? Do they have to move on a perfect parabola? I'm reminded of a certain Zelda 2 enemy that I don't care for. Sir. Look at you over there. Are you thinking my whip can't reach you? So I could throw the thing they nailed Jesus Christ to. I could just throw it at you. There should be a 1 in like 255 chance that you throw a Jesus cross that's still got his body strapped to it and it does extra holy damage. That was complete fucking horseshit what just happened, by the way. Do y'all agree? Well, we had a triple boomerang for the briefest moment, but Medusa Heads fucking stole it from us. I'm sure, what's his name? Castlevania guy. I need a game developer to properly blame my shortcomings on, or else we'll never get through this Tenfey string. Fine, you earned a 3rd knife. You took the big heart. That was his goal the whole time. Was to stop me from getting that big heart, son. He'll die. He died a hero. Dracula's giving him a hand job in the afterlife right now, boys. Talk about spoiled. Well, my double shot just went down to hell. These fucking things are dangerous. Look, somebody else has discovered that I'm streaming. Good for me. Oh, no, stop. Oh, I'm hit. There's nothing I can do. Oh, no. Son, I want to read the stream chat, but also Medusa Heads are motherfuckers. What can you do? I might as well start the whole fucking game over. I've done such a bad job in this one level. My God, it's pitiful. Fuck you. I get... Oh, and he dropped a big heart to make up for last time. Son, let's say hello to people in the chat. Son. There's please, I assume is what PLS stands for. There's JB Frost, my favorite mother Psy technique. And there's even Nova-chan. Humble Nova-chan. There's no way I can get through this room without dying. This is the end of the stream. Speedrun tech! Oh, I couldn't quite do it. I know speedrunners get knocked up right there, son. They don't listen to their youth pasture and they get knocked up right there in level 2, son. Boys. How about a rough series of events? Meat sometimes appears when you hit things. It's a good thing. I'm not going to try to get double knives. Stopwatch. Actually, I'd rather have stopwatch than the knife. Well. I assume it takes 5 hearts to stopwatch. Oh yeah, the reason I'm streaming. I'm streaming this game because it was gifted to me by one Teague Vox. And so, of course, I felt very guilty. And I was like, well, I got to do something with it to entertain the fine folks of the Tenfey Collective. So if you're having a hashtag good time watching the stream, you know who to thank. But, does a stopwatch work on these fucking things? Ha! It does. Cheat your way to a better Belmont. I used to get crushed by instant death spikes all the time until I got a magic pocket watch that temporarily stops time. Thanks, Kronos-chan. But the thing with my controls is I'm using the PlayStation Classic, the USB controller that comes with the PlayStation Classic. And, I mean, it feels fine, but I can't really remap the buttons. And so some of the controls are just odd. Like, to pause the game, the start button is L1. And luckily, X jumps and square and circle, or square and triangle both whip. But like in the menus, I have to use triangle to select things and circle to back out, boys. It's quite confusing if you're used to pressing circle and X in your JRPGs. No, you don't have to bribe me with games, son. I think Teague did it out of the goodness of his heart. And it was just lucky that my guilt complex made me have to play it for y'all. So that was just a bonus. I don't know if it's more efficient to kill these things with holy water, but it is more satisfying. Oh yeah, we're timed. I can't stand around having a good time, son. I got to be the professional. Someone's got to kill Dracula, son. And it's not going to be the villagers. Boys, talk about a terrible job class. What if you subclass villager, though? Maybe you could, you know, workshop that. Oh, the double. I don't remember who the boss is here. but I know that they're going to get an ass load of holy water thrown at them. Well, my other option as far as PC goes would be to use my 360 controller, and it's just not got the best D-pad. I don't know if you know about this, but that wasn't like their area of focus. Alright. I don't know if I'd get a triple, but it wouldn't matter. Okay, it's going to be Medusa's head. I recognize that. Can you be killed with holy water? Please say yes. Oh no, she moves too quick! Jason Voorhees' mom, save me. It's the same boss. It's the same boss. You have to walk into it eventually, stupid. Now, I'm throwing them in a very unsuccessful manner, but flailing about wildly got us through these trying times. That's what makes us the hero. Ooh, I paused on a good frame. I mean, we'll just play the games that are on the collection, at least for, you know, I don't know, let's play it by ear. I've never beat Castlevania 1 or 2, like, legitimately, without save states. So it'd be interesting to see if I could. The Grinch, or not the Grinch, the Hunchback. Notre Dame called. They want their idiot fucking bell ringer back. Damn, that was hateful. That fucking man is a skeleton. Deep down, we're all skeletons if you think about it. This music's good. You know what the music of this game makes me think of? Does anyone remember the band The Mini Bosses? Way back in the early 2000s, you'd get on your LimeWire or your Napster, or God forbid BearShare, and you'd find you a Mini Bosses cover of like Castlevania or Wizards and Warriors. And you were like, check it out, man. It's like a band with like guitars and they play old video game music. What a concept. And now like shit's all over YouTube. It's crazy. The pre-YouTube internet was such a wild west. I remember being in several Yahoo chat groups. Of course, I never actually chatted. I was too bashful. I was just there to read other people's chats and nod or shake my head. Medusa heads, son. Nobody wants them. I don't understand why they're even there. It's like the big chunks of onion in your hibachi shrimp. Like, who wants that big fucking chunk of onion? I made a secret appear by accident. Scrooge McDuck is fucking jealous as shit. He's like, whatever. I've got a big fucking money bin full of money I can swim around in. The laws of physics have no effect on me. Because I'm Scrooge fucking McDuck. My friend Tommy once told me he was going to play the DuckTales remaster on my YouTube channel, and you see how well that went. And this was back before it came out, so 9 lifetimes ago. Son, all the honey sugared words that man has whispered in my ear while recording Tenfey series. Oh, in a Let's Play style format. Do people still do Let's Play style videos on YouTube? Maybe. I guess. I hadn't thought about it. Now that I have the Castlevania Anniversary Collection, I mean, of course I have all of them, or all the NES ones, hacked on my NES Classic. And Super 4 is on the SNES Classic, and Bloodlines is on the Genesis Classic, and I have Rondo and Symphony of the Night in the PS4 collection. So I don't have much excuse, do I? Castlevania 64. Damn, I'm down to my last sliver. Wall meat. No, I can't fight. No, they took everything from me. The man who made this, I don't know his name to curse him, because I know the other guy, Itagaki or whoever, he like did the Symphony style games. He's not like the OG Castlevania dude. Maybe I'll beat these mummies without getting hit. Or jump into them and die. All for under 20 bucks. Well, we're fucked. Because they never give you the good shit when you die to a boss. They're like, oh, here's a knife. You want a triple shot holy water? That's fucking selfish, brah. Do you know what they have to do to farm triple shot holy water? I can't. I'm so impotently flailing with this whip. I had everything taken from me. Birds are just universal assholes on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Always have been. If you were to sit down and play against a bird in like caveman games, he'd cheat like a motherfucker, I guarantee it. Oop. I somehow... Look, you can see the little How does Dracula's little parapet or whatever tower thing stay at, like, the structural engineering of that is the most unbelievable part of all of Castlevania. Did anyone ever tell you this game's real fucking hard? Well, I was going to say I made it with the same conditions, but I didn't because I made it there with 0 life. Boys, what if I just ended the stream? Koji Igarashi, yeah, he's the Igavania guy. So who made OG Castlevania? Or was it actually the same guy? I honestly don't know. Hunchbacks or Medusas? Well, the Hunchbacks are usually contained to one little area. So I'd say overall, the Medusas make my blood pressure skyrocket higher. Because they just never stop fucking coming. Medusa heads start coming and they don't stop coming. Already got the double. Margarutsu himself. Boys, I ain't never seen a single toss holy water. And I never fucking will, boys. Come get... Oh, look, I despawned him. Advanced speedrunner tactics. You have to come down here and fight me. Or I could just throw a holy water bottle at your face. If I could get back up to triple shot holy water, boys, we'll obliterate that fucking mummy. And the mummy, too. Brandon Fraser, his career in shambles. Didn't something happen to him that like made him real sad? I'm going to get hit by this bird. Okay, I threw myself at it because I knew I was going to get hit. So at least that way, I wouldn't just immediately fly into a pit. While the guy that made Ninja Gaiden just watches and beats off because it's his favorite fucking thing that can happen to a video game character. Why change direction at that exact moment? God almighty. Now why are those stairs up there? You can't respawn. That's cheating. If that had been the triple shot, it'd have fell into the Stygian abyss. And I would have been made quite the fool. You can't hurt me if I throw water. There it is! The good shit. Alright. No, the only GBA, one of those like NES GBA games I played is Zelda 2, because my friend Chris gave it to me. It's not a bad version of Zelda 2, I guess. The Medusa heads. The Medusa heads. Why? Why? I almost 360 no-scoped that fucking skeleton. Maybe there's meat in these malls. There's meat. Meat, I tell you. Meat in the walls. Don't hit me, God almighty. So frustrating. The thing about Castlevania 1 is like a million little tiny things that make your fucking blood boil. And they just add up. Oh no. Look, just... Wow, he actually did it. God bless his heart. I was going to beg him. Plead for him to destroy himself. Boys, we deep traced the shit out of Skeleton Head. No, stop. Black Crow Dono Yamate. Kuro Baba Sama Yamate. Oh no, okay. Just time your shit correctly and you might not die. That's my Game Pro tip. He is. All the Belmonts are consumed by the Satsu and Ahata, but only towards Dracula's son. Oh, if we could just get them birds like that every time. No, I had everything. Oh, please. Please throw yourself into the flame. Haha. No, I was so concentrated on how pretty my holy water fire was that I took unnecessary damage. Okay, I think we're learning somewhat. Ha. Who? Boys, if one of y'all could somehow drop meat. I know that crows are made of meat. I've seen it. Yeah. He's the hero of his fucking people. No, I threw it at an angle, but it wasn't the correct one. Well, can you deep trace the mummies, kids? I'd like to think you can. I hadn't suffered enough that they got to put these fucking Medusa heads here, while I'm also dealing with one of these fucking dragon things. My God. How am I not dead? I don't understand. I can't believe I'm still alive. Why are you allowed to just keep coming? I'm at the boss room. It's cheating, the whole fucking game. Well, I can't do shit without that holy water. We're going to speed run, son. Just walk forward and whip, boys. Just walk forward and whip, boys. Clap, clap. Hit that shit. Hit that shit. Oh, of course, it's timed just right to go in between your fucking whip swings. Boys, he's lucky, the man that made this game erased himself from reality. He was John Titor, the time traveler, was the one who made this game, and then he erased his own existence, lest he suffer my fucking impotent internet rage being directed at him, son. It destroyed the future. Okay. No, I need that! Big whip! Oh, yeah! Hey, baby, what if I made my whip a big whip? Thanks for the invincibility 3 steps from the boss. I guess I'll take the shitty knife. Now, isn't there a meat here you can take, but you lose a platform to hide from? Or is that... Am I thinking of the... Oh, no, there it is. Now, why can't I kill this fucking thing right here? Boys. Alright, the secret of these mummies is to hit them and never get hit in return. No, they know that you can jump. They've studied the living. The non-bandage. Deeps race, boys. Deeps race! Why did that work? I keep getting rewarded for doing terribly against the bosses. Son. Alright. This game's got, what, like 8 levels? Son, we're basically halfway done. Bon Jovi. Look, we fell down a pit? Well, this place is right sinister. I heard it extra man's, I believe. Alright, you gotta give me something other than this dagger. Thank you. Well, hey, merman. Pee-wee merman. Nope, you're not gonna do it. You get to be frozen in time. Congratulations. Alright, if we just walk forward, there's a reason your character is only animated to walk forward with murderous intent. Because that's what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, good. Holy water. The good item, I believe it's known as. Now, you can't jump on that skeleton barge. I learned that the hard way. Well, look who was timed perfectly with the platform just to make me stand here for another 20 seconds like an idiot. Good job, Bat-chan. Son, you're the worst Foxy Arena character. That's not actually true. Oh, no. I wanted to jump there. It's not fair. Oh, good God. Yay, we did it. I want you to put a candle in a precarious spot and act like you're real fucking cool. This seems like the kind of place you'd hide an item. Huh. Look, we came out of the floor. Oh, there better not be goosemen here. Goosemen! Okay, as long as we throw holy waters all the time. Always be holy water, son. Double shots are for winners. No, we weren't holy watering. See what happened? We forgot our fundamentals. By that I mean I hit up and B and it was complete fucking horseshit. Or excuse me, up and square. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up and square. That's the director of Final Fantasy when he saw the direction the series was going in. Well, hey, Bone Dragon Chan, let's fight. Why don't you get down here where the holy water touches? Your fireball became a double shot, and I wasn't allowed to have it because he was there spewing hellfire every pentasecond. The Flash, fucking Wally West would have been like, that fucking thing shoots too fast. And of course, I got knocked away from it, so they could be like, I guess you don't fucking want it. Apparently, the ghost of Goofy came and took it. Not that I'm angry. I do know about the Final Fantasy Randomizer. I used to watch races of it. It's like the most open form Final Fantasy game, so... I've watched Final Fantasy VI Randomizer, and it's very odd. Like, you get... No, they did it again! All they would do is mock me. Son, the game... They put a double shot there when they knew I wouldn't have an item. This is bullying now. I'm being bullied by Castlevania. Yep, you're real cool because I move like a 780-year-old man on a walker trying to go the wrong way up an escalator. So you're a real hero for fucking wiggling all around and shooting fireball at me. Artificial difficulty, son. It's the only term powerful enough to describe this bullshit. Oh, yeah. Frankenstein's monster, I believe. Maybe coming up. Correct me if I'm wrong. I doubt we're going to get a double shot before we fight him. Frankenstein's monster, he'll make your dreams come true. Don't send little Eeyore after me. God damn it. God damn it, little Eeyore. That fucking thing is aggravating. Okay. Let's see if we can earn double shot knives before we get there. And I don't know why it would help us, but we might feel a little better. Just a might bit better. Big sacks of money. Most important item in the game. We should ought to be getting a double shot, son. Don't go down there with him. Don't fight on his level, son. You do way too much damage for being the horseshit enemy that you are. My man. My dog. Son, Michelle's here. How's it going? I'm just being bad at Castlevania. Don't tell nobody. We'll keep it a secret. Well, I guess I didn't want to throw that. There it is. Now I'm going to fucking 360 no-scope Eeyore. I'm going to throw non-stop. Now it's going to be like I'm doing Richter's fucking item crash. No, it had no effect. Eeyore or Igor or Hunchman or whatever has never been intimidated by throwing knives, and he never will be. Have you noticed that this game is terrible? Teague, why did you give me this? You gave me such a burden. Why couldn't you give me an easy, casual, modern video game, son? Hand-holding, that's what I need. You're lucky I don't write for Kotaku, or there'd be the best scathing article of why doesn't Castlevania have an easy mode? Those things you just get lucky, and they're fireballs. Sometimes they're in the path of your whip, but most of the time they're not. Symphony of the Night, boys, you're not wrong. You have to intentionally limit yourself, and even then, it's sometimes too easy. Alright, just whip the dog shit out of this fucking thing. How much HP you got, you little shit? Huh? Or do you not die? You just get whipped into shape. Frankenstein, not for nothing, but I didn't realize you were a punk bitch who hides on the side of the room while his little hunchback friend does all the work. Boys, we learned a lot about Frankenstein, son. I used to have respect for his monster, but not anymore. Son, such cowardice can't be rewarded. That's why the villagers hated him. Okay, let's do a more better job this time. How's that sound, kids at home? Please don't walk down here and follow me. I specifically asked him not to do it. Now, what were my options? You're so restricted in this game. It's terrible. Oh, yeah. No. I feel like I chose the best possible option right there. Up. Bats are kind of annoying, but they're not Medusa head annoying. So bats off to him. Ooh, ooh, oh. He dropped a whip chain for us because I said something nice about bats. Nope. Frozen time. You do get a timeout because you were going to make me fly off that raft. Ooh, an axe. That would be a mighty fine weapon to get double shot on. Why, it might even help against Frankenstein's monster because I could just spam the shit out of him. Might even hit Igor too. Little shit. Keep your holy water, but I'll get you throwing axe. Oh me. Oh my. Burdensome. That's how I would describe playing this game. Especially for a YouTube audience. Okay, I thought that was going to be the double shot. We got to be careful where we break these fucking things. Because one of them, see, if that had been the double shot, we'd all had a good laugh except for me. Because I would have been genuinely angry. Okay, oh that's right, we needed the holy water here. Well, we're well and truly fucked. I completely forgot the fundamentals of always be throwing holy water. And I'll pay for it too. Because there's going to be 950 of these little fucking things here in a second. If we always whip right when they land, we can be alright. But as soon as they start appearing behind us, we're done. So, rip in peace. Here they come, boys. The day of reckoning. Yep. Yes, sir. If I could have been an 80s game designer, boys, I'd have made some horse shit and everyone would have talked about how fucking cool I was. Ooh. Yeah, whipping the wrong direction, Ben. That's the secret. That's the secret they've eaten this thing. Triple shot. Axes. Son, y'all are talking about TMVA Final Fantasy. It was a good game. I think we had some fun. Laughs were shared. It's always a good TMVA in those circumstances. There ought to be meat. There is meat. There's always been meat. Where there was one set of blood and viscera being dragged through the dirt, that was where the meat carried you, boys. All of that cool fucking shit I was doing, beating off axes with both hands, and I still couldn't avoid his one stupid derpy little fireball. Balrog was right. Fireballs are horse shit. Cowards. The coward's way of fighting. Get smoked, idiot. Oh well, I forgot he can just slightly walk in a different parabola and it won't hit him anymore. Boys, throwing axes is a good investment if you're... Okay, can we do it? Ugh! Once again, rewarded for such incompetence. So we're failing our way up the Castlevania ladder. The axe is much better than the knife. My official power ranking list for the sub-weapons is going to be cross, holy water, axe, watch, and then knife. Or no. Huh? How you going to spawn me with hunchbacks coming while I'm trying to drink water? Oh, you things were programmed to make everyone hate. Okay. Fuck you up there. I've got axes and shit. I'm like the lumberjack police department. The LUPD. Uh-huh. Look at that. Dying for me to pick it up. Hell, it'd probably be a good weapon to have. Why? Why were these things made like this? Imagine the poor asshole back in the 80s, son, just coming down from his last fucking snort of 80s Japanese Coke. And he's just sitting in an office for hours every day trying to design that one enemy to be the biggest possible pain in the ass. And guess what? It fucking paid off, boys. We could take like 4 hits before we die now. We became so frail between levels. No wall meat. Fine. I prefer wall broccoli anyway. Wall meat is murder. Yeah, the knife is just there to punish you. The lance in Ghouls and Ghosts isn't even the worst. It's the damn, really, that item I could only get with this axe, and it's just a regular red heart. I would say the torch is the most frustrating. Well, I don't have a hatchet to throw at the guy up there anymore, so he's become quite emboldened. You motherfucker, you know that steps are Belmont's only true weakness. Like Bruce Willis falling in a swimming pool in Unbreakable, son. You push a Belmont down a flight of steps, just like Charles Xavier, son. It's the only thing that could humble a Belmont is a flight of steps. That's because Belmonts all know that Jason Voorhees hides underneath steps to grab your feet, son. It's another reference you won't get unless you're following the greater narrative of the Tenfey channel, son. Oh, I want to get up there to you. So fucking bad, Skeleton Chan. I lay awake at night in my bed, yearning for Skeleton Chan to be within arm's fucking reach of me, so that I could throw a bottle of holy water at him. Piece of shit. Alright. Oh, there we go. Red Skeleton. I know there's one of them little fucking things coming. No, he perfectly jumped over my holy water. Oh, he left me a watch. It was in his final will and testament, and I did everything I could to avoid it. Okay. Alright. Triple shot. There, you didn't get through that. Shit, heal. Son. Gravity. Yeah, I mean, Dracula's castle is like, you know, demonic magic. It's trapped in an eclipse at one point. So I could see why it would have hyperbolic, like, gravity powers. These fucking things are a tremendous pain in the ass, son. Yeah, back into the corner. Piece of shit. He backed away so that he could get to his ye old computer and talk about all this shit. Son, be like, oh, the Belmont came in here and it was fucking pitiful. He was throwing, I think he was throwing bottles of his own piss at us. It was embarrassing. I backed away like a cool guy and threw hatchets at him, yeah. That's basically why I'm hot shit in Dracula's forces. A little bit of wall meat goes a long way, y'all. But they won't give me none. Nary fucking crumb of wall meat. You're just gonna persist up there for eternity, aren't you? Okay, good, he didn't change directions. I don't have to go on the big long rant I was about to go on. Good for me. Double red skeletons. Haha, my head's underneath the floor. You can't touch me. Wall meat has to exist here, right? That's a perfect wall meat scenario, too. Hey, buddy boy. Got you with one of my holy waters. Shit heal. Now, there's gotta be meat in this wall up here, boys. Hell yeah. Money! That's like getting money when you're trick-or-treating. What a disappointment. I'm scared a knife's coming up. That's why I'm being so tender. Whipping these candles. Okay, Axeman. Oh! You gotta trick him into walking into it. You gotta use reverse psychology. It's like tricking your dog into taking a bath. You gotta be like, hey buddy, let's sit in the bathtub and I'll just feed you dog treats. While reaching over and turning the water on slowly with my foot. And your dog's like, wait the fucking second. Something's going on here. None of this is adding up. Chocolate coins. They still make those? Well, hey, it's our old friend. This piece of shit that I hate, son. We went to school together. We're basically old boys. Okay. Keep cool. Keep calm and whip skeletons. Oh, I want that, but I've worked too hard to get this triple shot holy water, and I'm not giving it up, son. You won't take it from me. Oh my god, look at the situation we're in. I could throw a holy water, but I'm on the stairs, and you can't throw when you're on the stairs, or else you get a fucking demerit. We're going to have to lure those skeletons to the edge of reality. Do they despawn by chance? Oh, thank god. Here I come, skeleton boy. Ha-hoo-hee. Now you ain't got Ray the red skeleton backing you up. If that had been a knife, then their evil plan, their machinations would have come to full fruition. They'd have taken this triple shot holy water from me. Finally, some service. I've been waiting 2 hours to get this wall meat. And when you brought it, it was medium well. When I asked for medium rare, goddamn fucking Medusas and goddamn fucking Axe Knights. Talk about putting somebody through something. Now, you've got to walk towards me, boys. It worked. Advanced techniques. Son, well, these things are easy to beat when you know how their mind works. When they're just going to say the opposite. They're like my friend Tommy. Okay. Hope whatever appears right there can just be hit with holy water, because I'm just going to start throwing. It's you. How are you, gentlemen? All your life are belong to me. That's what Death says. Oh, we had him good, but luckily one of his little bullshit fucking scythes was already out there. God damn it. Even when we've got the advantage, we're at a disadvantage, son. That's Castlevania. There ain't nothing they could give you that makes it any less unfair horseshit. Yep, the double shot. Thank you. Whoever the hell made this game's way of directly telling you to fucking get over it. I'm just expecting to get killed, and then I got to redo the level, but at least I'll be able to rebuild. So, from the ashes, I'll rise up. Belmont's revenge. Yep, perfectly fucking synced so that I'd get hit by that skeleton. But no, it's a good design video game. I have to assume y'all enjoy this, because why else would you keep watching? Oh, thank God we're dead. That's all I could have hoped for. It was Konami Konamerson. That piece of shit. Okay, little fellers. I'm already too fucking angry to see. Oh dear God, I just want to restart the level now. Just kill me. There's really no point to going on. I've already lost I was going to say 2/4 of my life. I believe in some cultures they refer to that as half. What do they fucking want from you, man? It's like, oh, we made this enemy that's low to the ground and bounces towards you. And you're like, okay, so I need to know when I see him to get ready and lower and do like this. They're like, yeah, but also he can jump over you. Yeah, it turns out the man who coded him was a misanthrope that just despised all human life. And he somehow hard-coded their behavior into the game in a way that we can't change it. Or it corrupts the entire game's coding. So you're just going to have to deal with him. I don't think people can. I think that's why only kids used to play them. Because they were the only ones who weren't on the verge of a fucking massive coronary every time you boot it up. God almighty. Okay. I want to break everything with holy water bottles. That's what an emo Christian boy says. He's like, I want to go to church and not actually sing the hymns, but just move my mouth along to everybody else. And like the church ladies are fainting, son. They never heard something so edgy. Alright. Whew, you almost got me, you piece of shit. You gonna come over here sometime today, Junior? No, because he knows that I know that he's there and that I'm making smart moves and doing good plays. And his bullshit AI is like, You've got to let me jump and hit you. I'm the best character. I'm the hunchback. Or the flea man, or whatever the hell they're supposed to be. I like how I'm pretending I'm not just going to get killed and lose this triple shot holy water. Yeah, Castlevania is one of those things that, like, you just play... It's like Sonic the Hedgehog 1. Like, you just play Green Hill Zone and then just turn the game off because you've played the only good part of the game. So, I'd say the first 2 levels of this, you've had a decent enough experience to remember why you don't play it anymore. From his final fucking act of his life. Why do I keep getting these... Is it because I'm breaking so many candles after I've already gotten the like double or triple shot? Is that why it keeps giving me a double shot when I spawn? Or is it specifically to tell me to fuck off? Because I'm tempted to go with the latter. Will you just back off the screen and despawn like a decent fucking knight in a suit of armor? No, he won't. I'll just leave then. I'm the bigger man. The bigger Belmondo. Triple Axes would probably be really good against death. Triple Holy Waters was really good if you're not so bad at the game that you can't not dodge his little scythes, but unfortunately we don't live in that reality. What can you do? Klondike bars, etc. Get the fuck off of me. I'm trying to get double shots. That's the kid who really wants to get vaccinated. He's like shoving down the other kids and he's like, out of the way, loser. I'm getting double shots. I'll be extra immune to tuberculosis. I thought I had a shield equipped. I thought I was Alucard in Symphony of the Night and that I had a fucking shield equipped right then. Go on, throw some hatchets at me. You're cool guys. And cool guys throw hatchets. Everybody knows. Everybody knows! The cool guys throw hatchets. A little bit of wall meat. I guess a double shot is kind of like a wall meat. Can we get to a point where I could throw these and hit those two pieces of shit down there? Well, one of them was obliterated by it because all the hate I had in my heart was put into that one axe. It was like that time Sandy was going to put that one drop of hot sauce on SpongeBob's tongue, and it was like cursed to be really hot. I guess if you don't have the big whip, you can't hit them. Kill me. I want to restart the level. I'm done with this. Boys, Castlevania 3 is a lot better than it. It's like Mario 3 compared to Mario 1. I walked towards them and whipped. I was punished. Bitching and moaning. This is how I yell at games, by the way, when I'm playing by myself. Y'all are just here to experience it. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Because my blood pressure... I want you to kill me, and you won't. You jumped away from me because you could sense that I long for death. And so, like Cotton Heel, you did... Well, no. Not like Cotton Heel, but you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. The hardest level to game over in the whole fucking game, and it's the one I pick. Come on, come on. The enemies would rather despawn than to do me this one little service of killing me so that I could make a fucking save state at the beginning so I don't have to keep intentionally game overing when I fuck up immediately. So come to fuck on. And he's gone. Gee, the flea man Jesus took him. He doesn't deserve it. We're almost there. We're almost to Game Over Town. Boys, where we belong. I've discovered a secret way to beat them. You just take one hit from them, and then they decide that they won't have anything to do with you anymore. Alright, so here's what I wanted to do. If I could figure out which button on this keyboard opens the menu, because spoilers, it's not documented in any way. Okay, it's the one button. Konami did a real fucking bang up job of porting this to PC, by the way. Oh wait, triangle is my A button. Okay, there. Now when I fuck up and throw a big fucking tantrum, I can just restart from this screen. Good times. We're having a good time. The Tenfey channel is always a good time. The angrier I get, the more enjoyment y'all get. It's the only hope I have. It's the only way I can justify how detrimentally I've destroyed my body making Tenfey videos. Son, the poor muscles of my heart. Nope, just don't fucking acknowledge him. Okay, he actually followed me up here, so I acknowledged him. I'm just gonna go for the triple shot boomerangs. I'm not responsible enough to be trusted to kill death with triple shot holy water. Plus the boomerangs will be like 1,000 times more useful against those fucking axe knights. Yeah, they programmed everything in the game to like slightly avoid you. I'm telling you, it's a masterclass in frustration. I can see where Zelda 2 gets its influence to have as much horseshit as it did. And even that game wasn't as fucking frustrating as this. My God. Okay. I never played Dwarf Fortress. So, it's a lot of ASCII. Boys, you're ASCII-ing a lot to get me to play a game like that. Okay, the Red Skeleton and the Hunchback have formed their perfect union of spacing me out like a Street Fighter character. Alright, we're getting there. You have to play this game like a paranoid nut in order to do good. You have to be, every 2 seconds, you just have to throw a holy water. And hope that it hits a monster. Okay, triple shot holy water. Boys, it's going to be hard to give that up when we get that boomerang. If that's what we want to do. Once again, that should have been a big heart up there. There's no reason. Secret meat. Secret meat! Yeah, I have to assume, because most... any Game Boy game that's like an action game is always complete horseshit. Just because the way that thing and its screen worked, you couldn't make it like too intense. Like the Mario games, the Mario Land games are about the best you could do. Because I mean, they're just pretty straightforward. They're all three. They're a solid 3 games, boys. I've got to make him ever so slowly kill himself in the fire. That's an axe right there, so don't take it. I ain't axing you, nothing. It's a good joke. Once again, I'm just so paranoid of the holy water, or the knives that we're gonna presume to see. Walk into my fire, you piece of shit. Maybe we should keep the triple shot holy water, because it does a damn fine job of fighting them fucking things if you know how to kite them. I didn't know we were gonna have to use EverQuest tactics on these fucking things, son. We have to unlock Simon's inner Vashir. I like how there's any video game or fictional franchise you make up, I can make a Catman OC in it. I played EverQuest, for like a month, a long time ago. Specifically because they added the Vashir to the game. I couldn't figure out what the hell I was doing. You like start on the moon. One red heart. God, what an insult. But you start on the moon and you've got to find some book that lets you warp down to the world. And then you've got to like try to go to the bright cities, because if you go to the wrong cities, crowd will just beat the shit out of you. It was an interesting game that I never learned how to play correctly. Invincibility water. It's like getting the golden Tanuki suit. That skeleton thought he fucking had me, boys. He thought he'd spaced me out just right. EverQuest, good lord, no. Is that first EverQuest still going? I know they made a sequel, and kind of like Guild Wars, it like wasn't as popular. Is that true? I was tempted to play Guild Wars 2. You'll never guess why. But I never actually played it. All my friends are back into WoW because that new expansion's coming out. But I ain't got nothing to do with it. We're gonna keep. We've earned this triple shot holy water, so I guess we'll take it with us. Now we know where death spawns, so if we get there with these waters and just start throwing them in that corner, I believe we can kill him like Dracula at the end of Simon's quest. That's our only hope. We've got to bullshit the enemies. That's the thing. That's what they were trying to teach you by making all the enemies such broken horse shit. They wanted you to learn how to do it yourself. Okay, once again, let's use our strategy of just keep throwing holy water. And it might help with the Medusa hits too. I think I earned an extra man. Boys, who's been watching Tenfey long enough to remember boys to extra mans? That used to be a staple of Tenfey videos. Okay, we know the truth of death. Death be not proud. Get over here. Start throwing that shit. Damn, he gets to spawn 2 of his fucking horseshit scythes. And you can't cheese him as easily. Please, holy water, save me. In the corner. God fucking damn it. For once, we didn't get rewarded for our shitty play. Ah, god damn this earth. The people of this world aren't worth saving, Simon. Just give up. And there it is, the fuck you double shot that we've come to know and expect and love in its own unique way. No wonder James Rolfe was so fucking angry when he started making AVGN, because this was one of his favorite Nintendo games. This and Ghouls and Ghosts. Boys, he must have been born with high blood pressure. Okay. I don't think we're gonna do very well against death, but I will give it my all. We should be at least be able to get the double before we get up there, son. At least Mark Rutsu will acknowledge us. I forgot that wall meat was there, by the way, but I think I might have been at full health last time. Hey, Axeman, look, I have a projectile weapon too. His shield blocks it, so that way you can't get multiple hits on him. God bless his heart. Yeah, we can't even get down this fucking hallway, boys. We're fucked. Well and truly. It just ain't no way. There ain't no getting around it, boys. You gotta accept your limitations as a human, as an old human. Okay, here's the plan. Just throw a shitload of boomerangs. It's a good plan. That'd be me if I was a stereotypical Australian coach. I'm like, look, get out there and throw boomerangs. I'll be blowing in this didgeridoo. and fighting off this dingo who has my baby in a death grip. We did alright, but his fucking bullshit scythes appeared. I can't get past this fucking enemy should be the boss of the level because they spawn you with this limp dick leather whip and they're like, good luck getting to him, idiot. And then you're in the hallway from the first Resident Evil movie. I'm too angry to continue with life, so we're just going to load the save. It's the only way I can cope. They should make a Final Fantasy game with only cat ladies. I'd play it. One of the main... Well, I was obviously always going to play Final Fantasy 11, but the thing that sealed the deal was when I saw the Mithra. I was like, well, ain't you all just fucking clever? Excuse me, could I be allowed to play the fucking game? Why is my controller not working? Oh, I wasn't pressing select, so that's why the little thing didn't move. I see. Feline Catacy. Boys, there's so much stream chat I gotta catch up on. Not the Mithra fun hole. So many impact drivers to the Mithra fun hole. You all thought you had me with your fucking bullshit bones. Bullshit bones. That's gonna be my ROM hack of that Mr. Bones game that was on the Saturn. Bullshit bones. It's like my Kaizo Mario World. Will you please? Oh, thank God. He did the thing I was about to plead for him to do. Alright, we're going to try Holy Water Tactics again. Oh. Oh. Alright, we're getting there. So slowly but surely. Okay. It's almost like I'm learning enemy patterns and when to dodge. I'd hate to think I was getting good at the game. By the way, it was designed, voice. Makes it awfully hard to throw impotent gamer rants. That's the word I'm looking for. I was doing everything I could to throw a holy water right there. I promise y'all. And the game just said no, this will not be. How far did I get when, is this how far I got when me and Levi played this that one time on the NES Classic? I feel like I didn't get much further than this, if at all. This seems like the kind of point I would get to in a game. I probably would be doing better if I had a Nintendo controller, I'm just saying, you know. Not saying that the controller's why I'm doing bad, but it's not helping. Okay, good, the triple. Even Mark Rutsu never got the triple, so. There he goes, boys. Secret meat. They make it where you can't always hit the secret meat. They don't want you to know about it. I guess that's why it's a secret. You know, I can't complain too much. Damn, we did a good job. That was a regulation Hunchback and Axe Knight killing voice. I bet the chief of Tenfey would be like, I gotta fucking give it to you. God damn it, Tenfey. Of course, he'd be too busy chewing my ass out. He's like, what is this? I'm getting reports that you're throwing angry gamer rants and blaming Japanese developers from 40 fucking years ago. I'm like, well, chief, you know, the game, artificial difficulty. He's like, artificial difficulty. I'd be on a 2-week suspension. He heard me use a term like that, boys. The chief of Tenfey, he don't fuck around when it comes to shit. Does him being the chief of Tenfey imply that at some point he was the Tenfey making the videos and that he worked his way up the ranks? Because I like to think that. It's hard to imagine the chief recording a Tenfey video. You know it would be by the book. And it would be filled with such anger. In the way only an angry chief can be. Tommy can't be the chief. Tommy's the like other chief that comes in. We have like a crisis. Something happens to the chief. He gets kidnapped. And then they send... Tommy's like when they sent that other captain. Remember when Picard got captured by the Kardashians and then they tortured him and they were like, how many fucking light bulbs we got? Idiot. Stupid. God, good job. Good job hanging there naked with your dick out, Picard, you huge fucking loser. And Picard was like, please don't post this to the internet. Don't let #1 see it. He'll make meme compilations. But anyway, what was the point I was getting to? Oh yeah, they had a different captain take over. Okay. We're up here. We got our triple holy water. We got hit by a bullshit fucking Medusa head, so everything's on track, unfortunately. So, holy waters, holy waters, holy waters, holy waters, boys. Always be holy. As if I get elected the Pope, that's going to be my one ordinance. Okay, we're going to try this fucking strategy again. Just always have a holy water out there. And maybe he... Okay, we actually got him before he could summon the Sipes, boys. RNO has trapped the boss in a pattern. Concho on. Game Center TF. Tenfey on. Boys, I mentioned how easy this fucking game is. You think they'd fucking do something to put a little challenge in it, boys. You could rent this game and you'd beat it before you even got home. You'd somehow be playing it on your mom's fucking Trans Am stereo system. Alright, we're going to make a save. It doesn't count as cheating if the save state is just at the beginning of the level. I stand by that, son. It's my... It's the only thing that'll get us through this, so you're going to have to give me this concession, boys. Ooh. Well, the thing about save states is you can just load them whenever you want. Look, even Inugami Korone-chan, God bless her heart, uses save states for Super Mario Bros. 1. And everybody loves her. So why am I held to? Why is there this double standard amongst YouTube video game players? Why won't you fly down here where the fire is? All the cool bats hang out by the fire, man. Rouge the Bat. Bloody Bat-chan. No, I don't want this. Fuck this game. Fuck this game. Inugami Korone-chan. You might know her as the Ikum Bokum Doggo girl, I believe is what most. It's kind of like the kid that sang that Dragusta Dente song, which everybody just knows as the Numa Numa song. Kind of like that same thing. Have you noticed these bats are just fucking horse shit? And that I hate them? Did they base Golbat's design in Pokemon on this fucking thing? I'd like to think they did. Alright, I can't tell if we did a good job right there or if we cheesed the game, but either way, I'm proud of the work we did. Oh, I can't throw triple holy waters because I have no hearts. Corbin, man, I got no hearts. Why I could get the bats to light them. Okay. We only had to get the shit kicked out of us for a little bit, but we're in here now. It's like getting into the salty spittoon. They gotta rough you up a little bit. But once you're in, you're in. What's the stream chat up to? There's an awful lot of words over there. Son, the Empire left just in time for my cool pro gamer move, boys. The only way you can make up for it, the Empire, is to do a little doodle sketch of Simon just running at the Grim Reaper with a big armful of holy waters and the Grim Reaper yelling, "You're cheating." I believe that could liven the stream up from my bitchings and rants. Are we in the last level? Are we ought to be? This fucking hell I'm being put through, good God. Fucking Gears of War 2 Horde mode called. They want their fucking shitload of enemies back. God damn. Dracula, stop it. Stop it, Dracula, you're cheating. Oh boy, we get the respawn from here. What lucky boys we are. Oh no, please don't put the worst possible enemy to have standing here right here. I'd hate for you to win all the Game Designer of the Year awards. Guy who made Castlevania. Castlevania Sama. Huh? Come on. Yeah, boys. Not Dracula. Okay, come on. Just walk towards him. He's a punk bitch. He always has been. You can't because his boys, the Flea Men gang, showed up on their fucking gooses. You're like, is that what they call their cool motorcycles? It's like, no, they're literal gooses. Whew. Boys, they expected kids to be able to get through a lot in these games back in the day. The original PlayStation controller might not be the best thing to play this with, but is there a way to go from NES Classic controller to USB? I assume they make an adapter for it that I don't have. God damn you, god damn you. I could try the 360 controller. What do you mean? Joke's on me, it might be more comfortable. Because thinking about it, the PlayStation's D-pad, I don't think it was designed for this, like, type of platform gaming. Please don't kill me, Goose. Goose, why? It's my Top Gun fanfic where Goose betrays Maverick. He becomes Dark Goose. He gets the Chaos Emeralds, boys, and it ain't good. I like how all of my fanfics of a character becoming an evil version just involve the Chaos Emeralds. Son, you'd had to watch the Tenfey Expanded Universe Gaiden to get that, because that's from when I played Monolith, or my friend James Johnson played it, and I sat there and berated him. Wow, that was fucking skill right there, Skill in the Chan. You fucking put me on blast, sir. I didn't know whether I was coming or going right then. How are the Gooses going to show up already? Fucking cheating. But I made up a fanfic where Razor of the SWAT Cats gets the Chaos Emeralds and becomes evil Dark Razor. And T-Bone has to team up with the new member of the SWAT Cats. You might have thought, just like me, that it would be Callie Briggs. But no, I thought about it for 2 seconds and I realized it would be Felina Farrell. Boys, if Commander Farrell ever found out, it'd be like Commissioner Gordon finding out that his daughter was Batgirl. Remember that time he did because she fell off of a roof and died on his car? And he was like, fuck Bruce Wayne, goddammit, piece of shit. Sitting in his house beating off all day. And fucking came after him. I think it ended up being... I did the same thing again. I think it ended up being a Scarecrow, Nightmare, maybe Mad Hatter. They both kind of have that gimmick going for them. Nope. I'm not doing it. I'd love to have an honorable 1v1 duel with you, bro. But I know that you would never pour out all your Estus. Piece of shit. Fucking horseshit fucking bats. Thank God we cheated and made that save state. What if you just walk past them? They're like, no, stop it. Stop it, come back. You're supposed to get mad. Okay, that one was placed just right. So we know the truth of that one. The 8-bit though controller you sent me, Teague, I've never really got it to work correctly with my PC. And whenever I go to the website to get like updated drivers and shit, they like discontinued it like years ago. So I don't know. Come on, shit heel. Or were you coded to sit there and waste all my holy water? God damn it. My illusions. My persecution complex always kicks in when I'm playing one of these games and doing bad at it. Nope, if I get hit a single time, it's a wasted run. Son, it's a bad run. We're like a speed runner who gets a world record by 2 hours, and we're like, fucking shit run, bro. Alright, that one comes over here. We can throw at least 1 holy water, if not 2. If not as many as 3 holy waters. Cool. We already know. Yep, there he is. We despawned him. We win. We win. I'm gonna despawn evil. That's how I fight if I was a Belmont. Tenfey Bellamundo. Of course, evil always cheats because that's what it does. That's what it does. Whenever I pause and just sit there like an idiot, I'm reading the stream chat. Y'all gonna have to... And if y'all while watching this as a VOD in the future on my channel, that's why. It wasn't just specifically to waste your time. Hoop. Oh, I forgot the secret to this one is to show confidence, so I just walk past him. So that's what we're gonna do. Nobody walks with more self-assured confidence than Simon Belmont, boys. And then he just turns around and walks off a ledge, too. That's why he's the hero. What a fucking mess. This whole stream has been a huge disaster. I was like, yeah, I'll just play Castlevania. It'll be easy. It's like a Nintendo game, right? I've played Nintendo games. I've been good at video games. Hand me my 360 controller and let's try this out, because my fucking thumb hurts now. I got a headache. Alright. I think the game's too angry to let me use my 360 controller now because it's already been booted up. And it recognizes this PlayStation controller as its one true master. This is all you can do, by the way, is set each button to whip or jump. I find something about that quite hilarious. Okay, it's not going to let me switch mid-game to 360 controller. That would require Konami to have programmed like dozens, if not like 30 lines of code, boys. They just couldn't have got away with it. I think everyone's Castlevania experience is like this. Stockholm Syndrome. It's one of them Stockholm Syndrome games that you got as a kid, and so you had to play it. I had Bill and Ted's Excellent Video Game Adventure was my fucking oh great. I'm just gonna play this. God, I still never beat it. Boys, this game will fucking make you haggard and worn. He shot that one perfect little fireball at us. Like the huge fucking shithill he is. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Fuck it. If we're gonna start cheating, let's just go all in. I don't give a shit anymore. Who am I fucking impressing? If you've watched the Tenfey channel for any amount of time, you have to learn by this point that impressed is not one of the emotions that you're expected to feel. Alright, we successfully despawned that bat. Let's cheat again. I like its little "hey, are you ready" thing when you like return from the emulator dimension. Okay, that's all my holy water, boys. We're gonna try to go raw from here. Oh yeah, I forgot about my hot Canadian girlfriends. I'm done with them, son. I switched over to the Dragoon ladies, and they're not gonna watch a Castlevania 1 stream. They got Dragoon shit to do. I told him. Oh no, he got the last word in. Boys. He had such a strong counter argument. There was nothing I could do. Yep, the tip of your ear is apparently a deadly fucking poison, and that touching the bottom of my booted foot caused me to fly off and experience great anguish. I like how you persist out of all the shit in this game. God, I just want to read the stream chat, and I can't because I have to play this intense action video game. Oh no, I never anticipated Canadian Dragoon ladies. Boys. Okay, we got lucky and he did a different pattern. Alright, we're in here. New save state. I mean, we got all the way here without really using save states. It's like when I beat Zelda 2. I used that one save state at the very end, and that's only because I turned around and tried to go fight one of those... Well, I didn't try to go fight one of those bullshit fucking ninja birds. There just happened to be one in the rocks. Whatever. I believe the point of a stream like this is to chat it up and be good friends. Nope. No, sir. You think I got a bone to pick with the outcome of that little scenario. Jump over here. Dumb shit, so that I could kill you. At least I could fucking retire after this, because every fucking candle's got a useless sack of money in it. Okay. Boys. Professional. Even the best professionals use save states. You know they do. I forgot I had boomerang. When the hell did I pick up a boomerang? Hold on. I was sitting there for a second and I was like, wait a minute, none of this is fucking adding up. Hold on. Sport fucked by a skeleton. Everybody's had it happen at least once. Okay. No, Ben, don't save. Load. We almost ruined our plan to cheat to the end of the game. Good times. Having a good time. Except I'm not. That was a fucking lie. Boys, y'all can't be getting much out of this. If I was watching my favorite YouTuber and he started doing a stream like this, God, I'd be ashamed of him. Okay, thank God. Thank Jesus. Nope. We were going to have to take it baby steps, boys. It's the only way we're getting through this fucking horseshit nightmare. Okay. Additional baby step taken. Alright, the goose is about to be loose, so get your starburst ready. Yep. That's the most dangerous foe of all, is that one candle. Pow. Just walk calmly and go down the stairs. How and why did that work? We'll never know. Historians will be baffled until the collapse of human society at how I got through that room right there without taking damage, son. Alright, you crowd have got to fucking get a hobby at some point. The goose on the stairs? Nope. If we're going to cheat, we're going to cheat all the way, son. 110%. Alright. Cool, we might have... No! I was going to say we might have actually got a pattern where we don't get goose fucked on the steps. But no, the game accounted for it. There's a special goose fucking algorithm that'll kick in if the player hasn't been fucked by a goose in the last 4 seconds, son. They'll just start fucking throwing armfuls of them at you. How are you supposed to get through that room without getting hit? Huh? Well, any pro gamers in the audience that would like to explain this to me? He's going to jump on me. Alright, I needed a moment for the anger to leave. I needed a moment for the Satsui no Hada to completely flush itself out of my system. Gotta drink a lot of cranberry juice. Okay. Whew, Jesus. Get me up this next flight of stairs. Fuck you, goose. Something's in that ceiling and I could not give less of a shit about it. Alright, are we here? Are we at the end? Oh, thank God. We're almost done, y'all. The terrible night to have a curse is almost over. If I miss responding to any of your all's little stream chats, just know that I do go back and look at them. Because in the replay, as long as I don't have to like re-upload it, it'll save the stream chat to the side, which is good. It's a good thing. Alright, Dracula. What do we know about him? Not pretty. One of the first things I'd say. Alright, you gotta jump and whip him. Ooh. Oh, sometimes he just delays his fireballs because he decides that he's a huge piece of shit. And he deserves to be killed. He had one last shred of humanity, and in that moment he realized just why everyone fucking despises him. You got to learn to respect personal space, buddy. You can't just teleport directly fucking on top of me. That shit ain't kosher. I don't know how they do things in Transylvania. But in Germany, I'm going to assume is where the Belmonts come from. We got a little thing called personal space. We got a word for folks like you in Germany. Das Dracula. He's like, but that is 2 words of blood. Excuse me, but I believe unless it's hyphenated, you just said 2 words. That's another reason people hate you, Dracula. You got to be a fucking grammar Nazi. He always disappears right before the whip can hit his head because he thinks he's a cool guy. Is my exasperated sigh part of the secret Tenfey drinking game? Because if it is, good God, you poor crowd. Let's drink some water and look at the stream chat. Goose Howard. Dodge the goose and counter goose. That's good advice. Son, the Tenfey experience does involve me getting angry at video games. Well, the reason I'm keeping the holy water is in his second form. I'll be able to obliterate him with it. But I admit the boomerang would be more useful for fighting this version of him. So I guess you've got to choose. In for a penny, in for a pound, as they say. Alright. My main weakness is when he just appears inside my body. Like Frieza killing Krillin with that horn. There's a way Hidetaka Miyazaki is responsible. Every time he slightly delays his attacks. It's like the enemies in Dark Souls 3. Hey buddy, you want to start some fireballs I can jump over? Okay. He's inside my body. At least I'm safe inside my mind. Alright, as long as we're ever vigilant, as long as Mad Eye Moody is here to tell us to be ever vigilant, we'll be alright. Nope, that's cheating. He cheated. There's no other way to describe it. My only hope is that by acknowledging how shitty I'm acting, that I get some sort of strange, like, ironic immunity to criticism. They're like, no, Tenfey's supposed to be bad. It's like how Scott Pilgrim is supposed to be a huge shitheel in that comic / movie. It's like, no. He's supposed to be whiny and petulant and bad at video games. It's his appeal. Alright. Hydrostorm would be fucking brilliant. But that's just... Richter Belmont is just a twinkle in fucking Simon Belmont's eye. They're like 300 or 400 years removed from each other, aren't they? Or am I overthinking it? Trevor Belmont was Richter's grandfather? Is that correct? No. Trevor Simon's grandfather? God, the chronology of this shit's fucked. It's such low-key music for, like, the tense horseshit you're dealing with. I guess they did that on purpose because they knew your fucking nerves would be shot once you got to this. Oh, your little secret delay attack. Hoo-hoo-hee-ha. He might as well be casting Soul Steel and using the Alucard shield and the shield rod. Okay. Oh, don't I despise you and everything you stand for? I'm just letting him do it. By the time the synapses in my brain realize he's on top of me, I've missed my opportunity to dodge by like 2 seconds. I blame the input latency, son. If I was playing this on a CRT monitor with a Nintendo controller, boys, it wouldn't be nothing. Boys, I'd never have gotten this far because we wouldn't have save states. I'd have to pause the game and somehow put a Game Genie on it in media res. That's the Tenfey term of the week, in media res. Boys, did y'all enjoy the last Dark Souls video? If you're watching this in the future, it would have been standard issue night 17, I think. Yep. All right. I say. Okay. What if you threw one? It probably wouldn't destroy the fireballs, would it? And even if it did, I need to save my holy water for his gargoyle form. All right, I was gonna say he's gonna appear next to me. I fucking know it. Just keep moving. I can't even think of a reason why that wasn't my fault, so I'm not gonna say anything. My mom always said, if you can't shift blame to somebody else, then just don't say anything at all, son. It's the secret to being a mature adult. There it was. The classic Dracula delay. Boys, you gotta burn meter to do that. He's got the burn Dracula meter. You've got Dracula meter. Use it. Remember when like the Rock Band and Guitar Hero games were like the games? Normies love that shit, boys. There it was, the delay. I don't understand how you're supposed to know the difference, because by the time you know the difference, it's too late. You had to jump. Van Halen, God rest his soul, has already instructed you through the sung word. I was going to say spoken word, but it wasn't. Surprised that wasn't one of your horseshit delay fireballs that you love ever so much, that you think makes you a big adult, son. You'll learn someday that them delayed angular fireballs were just, you were cheating yourself. It's like using the warp whistles in Mario 3, boys. All you did was deny yourself the journey. Two more hits and we might almost be done with this piece of shit. One more hit and then we'll quit. Oh, guess who's gonna cheat? This guy. As long as I never have to load that save state, it doesn't count as cheating. Alright, he's gonna turn into this fucking ugly ass thing, and we're just gonna fucking keep putting holy water in him. Excuse me, could you land on the holy water and take full damage? That would be real nice. He must have more invincibility frames than I thought. I don't know if the triple shot holy water is how much it's helping. Or does he build up a tolerance to it, son? Oh well, we can use it to get him down a little bit lower. Okay, so you've got to hit him in the face to do damage? Is that the trick? Is the holy water meaningless? Alright, let's try that again and not just spam them all. And maybe we'll have better luck if we space them out. Wait, or was he invincible during that transition? Okay, let's not waste any. How's that sound? Holy waters are like magnum bullets back in those ye olden times, son. You couldn't stand to squander a single one. Well, I mean, it does whittle down some of his health, but I don't think we have enough ammo to kill him with it. So we'll just have to use it to get a huge advantage over him and be the true heroes. Look, he made like a pact with the devil to become an immortal being that like sucks the blood of the living to sustain himself. So I don't understand why I'm being held to such a high video gaming standard when I go to fight him. I'm just saying. I feel like you crowd ought to take my side once in a while. But what the hell do I know? He made a deal with Al Pacino, the devil. He's like, ooh, wah, come on now with gonna make you immortal. Gotta suck the blood of mortals. Not that bad. Ooh, wah. Stay away from garlic bread. Yep. I'm just gonna keep jump throwing these. Probably not enough to kill him, but enough to satisfy me. Somebody calculate how much damage each of these fucking things is managing to do to. Look at that! We accidentally beat the boss. Yeah, it's tough being a pro gamer, but I like to think I keep myself relatively humble for y'all, so. Water 2 whips, water 2 whips. Boys, Teague was giving me the best advice that I didn't have time to read because I was too busy being good at the game. It seems people were enjoying the new Dark Souls video, so I feel a slight tinge of satisfaction in my heart. It was, boys. Professional. I bet other people using save states did worse, so that means I'm not bad. You're only bad if you're the absolute worst gamer, son. So as long as Darkside feels around, we can all breathe a sigh of relief. Hooah! I think I played through Rondo of Blood on stream like years ago, didn't I? So, much better Castlevania. And that one didn't have save states. If you want to watch me be good, quote unquote, at a Castlevania, go watch my Rondo of Blood stream. Oh, we get to restart. Wasn't that nice? Doesn't that just warm the cockles of my heart? Alright. No, that's not what I meant by return. Exit, of course. This, the presentation of this is nice, but the menu is like real bare bones. You can't get into the settings unless you have a keyboard, like, handy. Belmondo is his, I think, isn't that the name of the Belmonts in Japanese? They're like Simon Belmondo and Richter Belmondo. It's just one of those things that I guess they thought Belmont sounded better when they localized it to English-speaking territories. I might be making that up. Boys, I don't know if I have it in me to play Simon's Quest or Dracula's Curse. Let's see just how bullshit the Game Boy ones are. Let's see how long it takes me to get good and mad. It's like eating a good and plenty, son. Let's see. According to the official wiki, Trevor is an ancestor to Simon. The only direct relative listed is Christopher Belmont, who is Simon's great-grandfather. I feel like you play as him in one of these Game Boy ones, don't you? Push start key. I forgot that's L1 for us PlayStation Challenge boys. Alright. Here we go, boys. Is this the one that JonTron made a video once? I think it was like his 21st birthday, and he just sat down with a giant thing of vodka and played Castlevania. Boys, this is rough. How does this guy walk? Y'all were talking about how Simon walks with such grace. Jesus Christ. I know it was the original Game Boy, but good God. Also, I believe there is a filter we can apply. Yeah, here we go. To make it look more like a Game Boy. We might as well save our state as we go. There we go. Much better on the eyes. This is basically a Super Game Boy palette. Like, 1 for 1. Level times are tight. You got a bucket. Well, never mind. Big eyeballs. Why, Eyeball Chan? Why? My whip launches a fireball. The cross makes you invincible, boys. Too bad it didn't work for Jesus. Okay. Are there sub-weapons in this game, or do you just get the ball that you shoot off your whip? Is this how it scrolled on the original Game Boy? Or is this just a weird, like, emulation thing? Oh no. Bird-chan. Bird-chan sounds like they could be a Foxy Arena character, but I don't believe they are. Okay. I bet this candle's got good shit in it. A heart. Well, what do the hearts do? Actually give you life in this one? Since you don't got sub-weapons? Can't attack while you're hanging on a rope, kids. Always remember it. It'll save your life. Boys, they give you an invincibility across every room. Oh. These little fellers are tenacious and can take multiple hits. It seems like they've made the first level fairly straightforward. It's the old Castlevania trap, son. That's the true curse of Dracula. Is making you be like, hey, I can play this game, you know. That's when he's got you, son. He's lured you in. You said the time limits are tight. We've still got like 10 minutes. Like, how long is this damn level? No, we only get one chance to hit this one. Boom. Oh, when we fucked it up. I need it. Oh, yeah. Yes, we hear you giggling and chortling like birds do. Seagulls. I don't know if any of y'all live where there are seagulls, But they make this noise that just sounds like they're fucking exaggeratedly laughing. All seagulls are like Tidus from Final Fantasy X. Graphics are weird, but I like, you know, the background. You got these mountains back there. I mean, they didn't have to do that. It could have just been a plain color. Character looks a bit odd, but I mean, I guess the only alternative to that would be to do like Metroid 2 and make him like half the fucking screen. I didn't want that stupid heart anyway. Actually, I don't think I needed it. No, Bat, stop. You're not allowed to use tactics that I can't overcome. We Belmonts have a word for that. It's called cheating. Unless you approach us directly without any projectile weapons, walking slowly towards us, then we consider it cheating. So it's the Belmont code. Boys, it's true. Oh no. Okay. So easy, boys. The kids at home are just rolling their fucking eyes. They're like, can you believe Uncle Tenfey's having trouble with Castlevania Adventure? And the other one's like, oh, the Game Boy? That's like a baby's toy. Spoilers, it was little Elijah Wood. I like how little Elijah Wood is like a recurring Tenfey character when he isn't even the one that says that line in Back to the Future 2. I think he's just standing there. Well, I guess that's the hardest jump in the game to make. I had no idea. There we go. You gotta like let your foot hover in the void. Hover not your foot into the abyss, for the abyss hovers its foot into thee. The ball! No, I needs the ball! We got it. I think I already had it, but what can you do? Sometimes you need 2 balls. Okay. Alright. Okay. Everybody play it real fucking cool, boys. We got this. Now, those fucking things are gonna fall, and I know it's gonna piss me off. They don't give you fucking any time to react to that. I'm gonna check the walls for secrets, because I thought this was a cool Castlevania, but I see it's not. It's more like a full Castlevania. Is this a boss arena? Oh, does he not appear until I'm fully ensconced on this side of the screen? Well, ain't you fucking ripped? He's got some sort of, I don't know, Maytok. I believe we could just Deeps race this piece of shit. He tried the classic just stand all up inside your body strategy, but we used our Belmont ingenuity to persevere over him, boys. How many levels this game got? It's a Game Boy game. I'm going to assume it's got like 3 or 4. Okay, you crowd up there on the ceiling have got to understand that I don't have a throwing hatchet, so you're not allowed to attack me. Why? Once again, they're cheating. Oh, Lord, give me the strength to defeat these cheating bats. That's Knuckles' prayer every night. After he married Rouge the Bat, he's like, oh, dear Lord. Oh, spirit of the Master Emerald. Who I don't know the actual lore, but I'm going to assume it's that one. Who's that Echidna girl that appears in the flashbacks in Sonic Adventure? And she's like, hey, chaos is going to come out of this thing and it's going to be awful. I sure hope one of y'all can like turn Super Saiyan and fly into its fucking mouth and kill it. And Knuckles is like, I think I might know a guy like that. He's a huge asshole. My good friend Dr. Robotnik is always telling me how he's a huge ass and constantly wants to steal the Master Emerald. Boys, we're approaching double-digit frame rate. This guy's got, like, deadly hooks. He just kind of tapped me and I collapsed. It's like those people, Tikal, that was her name. I'm going to assume she's the goddess of the Master Emerald that poor Knuckles is praying to. Now, okay, I think... So picking up 1 ball puts the like morning star on the end of your whip. So I'm going to assume getting 2 is what lets you throw that fireball. Don't tell Balrog. Yeah, they've already started pulling out all the fucking stops here on the 2nd stage with this horse shit. I still don't get a magic fireball. You mean I alienated Balrog for nothing? Does that thing ever stop fucking bouncing, or do I have to destroy it? Ooh, ooh. Boom, boom. No, the perfect storm of an angle. It's the sheer dedication to making everything so painfully aggravating that, like, gets my ire or so. Like, his little weapon didn't need to curve like that. He's like a more aggravating version of the Axe Knight, if that's even fucking possible. And it is, because he's right fucking there. Well, I got hit by a plant ball monster, so my whip has become limp and flail? Limp and floppy. Okay, I'm just going to be the bigger man and climb down this rope, because I assume if I just fall over that ledge, the game's like, oh no, you died because you didn't climb 2 feet down a ladder. Good work, idiot. Okay. I thought that was a power-up down there, but it's the remaining, my dwindling health meter. Balrog, that's a good joke. Son. Muir the Paladin is here just in time. I've already been good at Castlevania 1. You missed out. No, why? Gravity. Gravity also cheats. The Belmonts have a long list of things that are horseshit and cheaters. Gravity's right up there on that list, boys. They hate that fucking movie. All the Belmonts went to see Gravity, and they all walked out the theater, and they were like, that's so fucking unrealistic, man. She couldn't have survived that. Why didn't George Clooney, the main character? There's no way to preemptively fight these bats. They just want you to walk forward, and then they want the bats to hurt you, and then they all get a good laugh. Then they can all get an erection that night, because they made a player suffer. When you're an old 80s Japanese game developer, it's the only thing that gets you going anymore, is knowing how miserable you've made another human being with your game design choices. Oh god, I thought, ducking would make you go under an attack, but I forgot. The ducking in this game is strictly ornamental. I jumped perfectly in time to get hit with that scythe. And then I couldn't climb away from the other one. Have I mentioned recently how I'm the victim of this Castlevania Livestream? And how none of you are allowed to judge me? Yep, I learned the truth. Walking over that cliff kills you. I learned a lot about the world that day. My innocence was taken from me. Like Billy the Kid. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. These fucking bat women. I'm so unbelievably frustrated. I see what Teague was talking about now. Is the second Castlevania on Game Boy any better? It couldn't possibly be fucking worse. My God. There's nothing I could have done right there. There was no way. It was unavoidable. Unavoidable. Whew, I'm just playing till I game over and it'll never happen. They want me to truly suffer. We'll make one attempt to fight this piece of shit with our 1 bar of health. Okay, I'd like to think that the old Belmont fought. Of course, I've got 1 more fucking life. Why not? Why not? It's like that old VG Cats comic where Link, who's being portrayed as Leo, the gray cat, is Link in Ocarina of Time, and he gets dry humped to death by a re-dead, and then he's like, oh, thank God, the sweet embrace of death, and then the fairy brings him back to life, and it's implied that he's immediately going to get dry humped to death again. Remember VG Cats? I'd like to say it was a good comic. I had nostalgia for it, but anytime I'd go back to look at it, I'm like, huh, that was something. That's a thing that happened. I believe the guy who drew it just draws porn for Patreon now. And I can't blame him because it's a lucrative market. that sign. Talk about a 180. Oop. Alright, we actually climbed down the rope, which means gravity no longer held any sway over us. Of course, for all we know, during the scene transition, that could be like we climbed down 20 additional feet and then dropped that little bit. So I guess I'll give them the benefit of the doubt just this once. Wow, I got a shitload of health. Wasn't that nice? Okay. Just jump the... I was going to say jump the moment you touch it, but that has no power. Oh, darn. We game overed. What a shame. Alright, my fucking Cossacks hurts. So I'm going to get up and make myself another drink. And then we'll try out the second Game Boy Castlevania and see if it's any fucking more playable than that. Ooh. I'm going to turn my fan on so that the air in here circulates while I'm out of the room. In case you hear a loud fan noise. Just a tad more oxygen has been allowed to flow into the room. Ooh. Son, James Johnson of Mabry Place fame has shown up in the stream chat. Can you believe it? A celebrity. Oh yeah, James, you actually had one of these Game Boy Castlevanias, didn't you, as a kid? And you told me that it's complete horseshit. I heard the third one, the one where you play as, I think, Sonia Belmont, is good, but that's not actually in this collection for some reason. And such. Alright, let's use this moment to get reacquainted with the stream chat. Perhaps get our humors back in balance, just ever so slightly. And then we'll get back to being good at video games, son. I know it's what you came here for. Boogie! I guess the game is sitting there in dead silence. Hold on. Where the hell did I put my controller? It's got a cord on it. I couldn't have lost it. There it is. Okay. Alright. Everybody, fucking calm down. Boom. No, I'm not ready because I want to go here. Yes. Alright. Belmont's revenge. Who are they getting revenge on? Dracula? I don't think that counts as revenge. I think that counts as you doing your fucking job. Alright. Now the stream chat will be laid bare before us. I'm going to gaze upon your most intimate regions, stream chat, so be ready for my baleful gaze. Let's see, you're talking about Christopher Belmont. Trudge. was the only app description of the way that man walked. I agree. Oh, somebody brought up Sonya Belmont. She is the only female Belmont, huh? See, there's that Balrog joke again. It's still good, by the way. You did a good job with that Balrog joke. Why am I using YouTube instead of Twitch? I just find it a lot more convenient. I don't have to like add all those overlays to like have the stream chat appear, because you know I want to upload all of my streams to YouTube for people to watch later. And this way, when they watch it, if they want to see the stream chat, they can, or if they just want to full screen it, you know, they won't have the chat on the screen. And like I said, it's just more convenient. VG Cats was like, let's see, what was the newest VG Cats? I'm not going to do that in the middle of the stream. Somebody look it up for me. Same with the guy who originally drew for Ghost in the Shell. Same with the guy who made Gold Digger. I'm sorry, I don't remember the context of what we were talking about there. You mentioned Gold Digger. The only thing I know about that is that it had a cat lady in it. So the fact that you pointed out it has a cat lady in it means you're doing a good job of curating things for me, son. That was the goal of building up the Tenfey channel, was I just have people suggesting things to me. They've got cat ladies in it. I bought a new Steam game that I'm going to have to play for y'all. It's called Kelly Pot, I think. And it looks like some kind of side-scrolling roguelite. But the main character is like a tiger. So you know I had to give it a once over. I haven't actually played it yet. Favorite DS? The only DS Castlevanias I've played, the only one I own is Portrait of Ruin, and I do like that one. And I played through about half of Dawn of Sorrow. I didn't like it as much as Aria of Sorrow. I've never played Order of Ecclesia. I liked playing as that character. Remember the Castlevania that was on Xbox Live? Harmony of Dissonance or Harmony of Despair? It had HD as its subtitle. It was like a multiplayer, and you picked the different Belmonts and other characters. I really liked that game when it first came out. Like, I played a shitload of it. I never recorded any of it for Tenfey either. What a fucking waste. Young Tenfey was such a fucking idiot. I played almost exclusively as Charlotte from Portrait of Ruin, because I liked her gimmick was she could absorb certain spells and cast them. She was one of the only characters that could heal the other characters if you equipped her heal magic. And I remember Dracula's fireball, his bullshit fireballs we were just seeing in Castlevania 1. He would use that, and you had to like try to absorb it, but you had to like fight him 4 times to get it full power. It was crazy. They need to like re-release that in a because I assume it's not online anymore. Is that game still active? I mean, did they port it to Steam? I know they added more Belmonts. I know they added like Julius and Richter, and I think they added 8-Bit Simon, but I never played any of those extra ones. Right now, I see y'all are discussing your favorite Castlevanias in the stream chat. I'd say the one I have the most fondness for is Symphony of the Night, but the one I have the most nostalgia for is Castlevania 3. This one, because it's the first one I ever played. I bought it at a yard sale for like $10 when I was a kid. I was like, hot damn, $10 for a Nintendo game. And I got home and played it, and I was like genuinely creeped out by it, because I was just a little fella, y'all. I was like 6 years old. Boy, you got to cut me a little bit of slack. I hadn't manned up yet. Especially the swamp level, the music in it, the I thought that music was creepy. There's one underground level that plays this real spooky music and you hear like water droplets falling. That creeped me out too. Oh yeah, any of these games I highlight, you can see basically the story of the game. Now, the Castlevania anime, which I have to admit I haven't watched, is based on Dracula's curse, right? It's the Trevor, Sifa, Grant. Is Alucard with them? Son. Is Grant always acting da nasty? It's a good Castlevania 3 joke I did just for y'all. When I play 3, I like Grant or Sifa. Alucard, I mean, I know his bat thing can be broken, but he's not fun to play as all other than doing his little bat thing. I'd rather have Grant. It's like the Alucard and Grant are basically Knuckles and Tails when you think about it, which would make Trevor Sonic. Who does that make Sifa? You can't just say Sifa's Blaze the Cat. I won't have it any other fucking way, boys. When y'all are drawing your Sonic the Hedgehog Castlevania 3 crossover fan art, it's not regulation unless Sifa is portrayed by Blaze the Cat. I won't have it any other way. Pirate Boy, hot stuff. Tommy. Boys, we were just talking about you earlier, Tommy, and I don't remember the context, but I believe it was me throwing you under the bus for shit that we haven't recorded. Is the Alucard in the Castlevania anime similar to the one from Captain N, the Game Master, where he was like a stereotypical like skateboard 80s kid? What game was it I was accusing Tommy of when I was playing this earlier that we didn't record? I don't remember. I've blamed you for so many, Tommy, that I've lost track of them. Grant ain't showed up in that anime yet, boys. Why would I even give it the time of day? Simon's Quest, I like the concept of it, but I feel like it was executed very poorly, especially in the English localization. I've never beat it. I own 2 and 3. I got 2 like years later, like after the year 2000. I just found it somewhere for like $5 at like a thrift store. But I never much cared. I didn't play it as a kid at all. I didn't play the original Castlevania as a kid. I only had Dracula's Curse. I didn't play these until like emulation. I still don't own Castlevania 1 because it's one of those overpriced NES games. It's not rare. It's like Contra. Just because everybody knows it, they're like, well, this here's big bucks on a $30 game. I've seen Storage Wars. I know Nintendos are worth billions of dollars. In a barn. His Symphony of the Night, like, that makes sense. Although, if they wanted to be real cool, they'd made him... I don't know why he would have been Genya or Rikado way back then, but I like to think they could work it in somehow. Is the anime going to, like, go to different Castlevanias, or is it just going to be Trevor and the boys' quest? I just now realized that Robotnik himself, the Eggman, would have to be Count Dracula in that scenario I made up earlier. And I was horrified by the thought of it. I'm either thinking of like a normal shaped Dracula with just Eggman's head on it, or like Eggman, like, you know, big and fat and just dressed as Dracula. He'd still be floating around in some sort of little egg cup machine. I know he would. When you kill the skeletons, like forest animals come out of them. All the monsters and demons that Robotnik Dracula summons are they're powered by the souls of forest creatures, just like his robots. Can his robots really not function without like a little squirrel or bunny rabbit or bird shoved into them? Like, what is the lore behind that? It's kind of like how in Mario 1, the lore is that like all the mushroom citizens were turned into bricks and like bushes and shit. And that's why they've got like eyes. That's fucking horrifying. And Mario's just punching the dog shit out of them, getting power-ups. I've been meaning to play Mario 35 for y'all. There's so many things I've been meaning to do for y'all, boys. I wish I could be more better for you. Alright. Now that I'm done pouring my soul out to y'all, now that I'm done alienating y'all by being sensitive, let's try this second game out. Let's see. First Castlevania, Christopher Bell. That was the one we just played. 15 years later, Soleil Belmont, the son of Christopher. Talk about over course correcting. Christopher Belmont was like, I hate the name Christopher. It's so generic. And people keep calling me Christy. And so when his son was born, he's like, I'm going to give him the most unique name of all the time. And he named him Soleil. What culture does that name come from? Okay. Son, planes running. Blowing smoke up my ass. I appreciate it. Is your name a direct reference to the Tauren original mounted form of planes running? Which they eventually gave to the Worgen. They stole it from the proud horde anthro race of bull people and gave it to the filthy Alliance wolves, son. I actually like Tauren and Worgen, so I'm just... the title screen's real ominous. A stage select. Well, this is already... I mean, so there's 4 levels. We've got the Emerald City. We've got the Ewok Village. We got the Crystal Mine Zone from Sonic Knuckles. Oh, this is Esthar from Final Fantasy VIII. Boys, we're going to get to meet President Laguna. Alright. Soleil Moon Belmont. Leon? Like wife whip Leon? Did you all know that the reason the vampire killer can kill vampires is because a man's waifu soul was trapped in it, boys? That'd be like if I had the best dragon killing spear in the world, and it was because a certain lady's soul was inside of it. Boys, that scenario made me sad. Look, I got the ball. Well, already this is less distressing on the eyes, so I gotta give them points for that. James, are you still watching? Is this the one you had as a kid, or was it the first one I was playing? Because this game is already leaps and bounds better. At least until I get hit. Look, you get a few seconds to jump off the platform. They don't just fall 12 times terminal velocity. Alright, I bet this is going to be like a 1-up or something real good. Oh yeah, a sub-weapon. Hell yeah, game of the year, boys. Game of the year. Oh, and we got 2 balls, boys. A Belmont can't be quite as powerful until he gets 2 balls. Maybe that's why there's so few female Belmonts. I guess I'll take the holy water. You're like on fire, and now you're like double on fire. You're on holy fire. What a privilege. Don't know what that was, but I collected the dog shit out of it. Boys, this seems like the kind of game you might be able to sit down and have a good time playing back in the early 90s. If you were sitting under a fucking sun lamp. God, I'll never forget, y'all. One summer, we had a fucking hurricane come through here, and it, I'd rather have this. And it knocked the power out for like a fucking week where I lived. And the only thing that got me through it was right before the hurricane, a friend of mine loaned me their copy of Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. And I had my Game Boy, and thank God I had like 8 AA batteries. So I had prepared. And so every day during that fucking time, sitting in the house, fucking swamp ass, fucking AC not working, no power. And I just sat there and played through that fucking game. Boys, it's a very vivid memory that you can share with me. Okay. Oh. You fucking tricked me? That thing didn't come all the way over? That's a fucking OSHA hazard, boys. Good God, Dracula's gonna have the most fines levied against him. Boys, he better have a damn good lawyer. Kristoff's gonna show up in a wheelchair with a neck brace on, and Dracula's gonna be sitting there at the defendant table, and he's just gonna roll his eyes. He's like, really? Fucking really? Oh, here come the theatrics. I've seen these Belmonts do all kinds of crazy backflips and shit. I know that falling that far wouldn't hurt one. That's another secret of the Belmont clan. They're funded entirely by insurance fraud. The Belmonts used to live in Russia, but once everybody started getting dash cams, they couldn't sustain themselves anymore. You'd be driving home from the Kremlin. I don't even know if that's Russian. Look, it's one of those bullshit plants from the first game, except you can actually fight him. I love it. God, my train of thought was completely obliterated. So how y'all doing tonight? Is Sifa awesome in an animated series, son? Is she real cool? They even brought back the eyeball, son. It's everybody's on board. Okay, I didn't lose my fireball by getting hit. Balrog wouldn't approve. I should have had confidence. Should have kept going down. That shouldn't be coming towards me. Hey, excuse the fuck out of me. I guess I was supposed to jump. Van Halen. Boys, he isn't around anymore to tell me what I should have done. He saw that I had my back against the wrecking machine. And I ain't even the worst that he's seen, son. I hope y'all can see what I mean. The morning start with. I'm afraid you have velocity at its terminal. The game cheated. And it cheated hard. Cheat hard. Okay. The eyeball window. No, I need that. You know it's that good shit. You know it's a ball. Oh no, it wasn't. It was a heart. That would be me if I was a dog on his birthday looking at the package that the master has wrapped to give it. Excuse me, could you... Oh, if you hold jump and press down, he slides real quick. I guess also just that's a knowledge innate to all humans. Well, I guess also if you do it a lot, you die. I'm going to give that one more try because it wasn't awful. Okay. Oh, we get to continue from here. Wasn't it nice? Okay. Sometimes these Japanese games do. Now, the eyeball, sir. I believe it should have moved forward in a much more hasty manner. Ooh, saw. Son, like shit out of Goose's asshole, boys. I almost made the same mistake twice. You'd have been so astonished. You're like, how could Tenfey? I understand Tenfey's a human, and he makes mistakes. I'm willing to let that slide. But to make the same mistake twice. Fool me once, shame on Tenfey. Fool me twice, can't be fooled again. Boys. Oh. Ooh-wee. Get me in this cupboard. I'm gonna become a real live Indian. Remember the Indian in the cupboard. Oh no, you're not allowed to. Why am I not allowed to jump off all of a sudden? Game developers. This whole level is just sliding down that shit. Alright. I'd say we're conducting ourselves in a slightly more professional manner this try. And I hope y'all appreciate the amount of effort it takes for me to do that. Now if we go up or down, I bet there's secrets. And where there's secrets, there always lies. Look at you! It's jumping and throwing swords! I'm coming for that boy. You don't come to my fucking house to throw swords. I get to... No, I can't traipse past him because my Belmont gate. Son, my favorite old D&D PC RPG, Belmont's Gate. Son, once again, I glance at the stream chat and Teague's over there trying his hardest to give me the pro tips. I'm over here just flailing. It's like if Gray Fox had called Snake to tell him about the minefield, and Snake was like, God, I keep getting fucking blown up in this stupid fucking snowfield, goddamn. Gray Fox would be like, I can't believe I need that man to fight me to the death. Is this what my life's become? Is this all that remains of Frank Yeager? Alright, these blocks are quite accommodating. You can skedaddle. Ooh, a big old axe. I'd love one. If you want to be a good host, always have a big old axe in your pantry to offer your guests. You never know, your guests might get attacked by a bullshit flying enemy and you want them to be able to throw something in a parabolic arc. Now, jellyfish don't belong up here in the air. That's our agreement. They agree to not live up here in the air, and I agree that they're fucking horrifying. Jellyfish fucking creep me the fuck out, y'all. It's one of the many reasons I'm scared of the ocean. Okay. Well, you know there's more secrets up here. Hopefully we can handle the amount of lies. Jellyfish. Jellyfish are a lie. Perpetuated by... You know who would tell you that? Dale Gribble. The government invented jellyfish. Make us scared to go out in the ocean so we wouldn't find Blackbeard's treasure. But I know where it is. If I could figure out how to smoke underwater, I'll go get it. Oh no, Bat-chan, please. Yamate. Bat-chan, Yamate. I believe I'm word for word recreating dialogue from Komodo Magic Foxy Arena. Boys, one day I'm going to have to add that to the Tenfey required reading list. It'll be controversial. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. We did it. Don't you? I can't believe I didn't get... Yep, I got hit by the second one though. No fireballs for me, thanks. I'm bad at video games and driving. Hatchet Man. Isn't Hatchet Man one of the moves the hero... Did we just loop around? Isn't that one of the moves the Dragon Quest hero can do in Smash Brothers? All I know about that character is that video that guy made where like the stereotypical Italian guy narrated it, and it's fucking brilliant. It made me actually want to play Smash Brothers, but I would only play that character, which apparently would make me a bad person. Would y'all be willing to play Smash Brothers with me even if I picked the hero? Okay. All I know is that we came back from whence we were. Oh, there was a door back there that I walked past with such hubris. And I'm being punished for it. I'm literally trying to read the stream chat while also doing this platforming. That's my dedication. Jellyfish, jellyfish, I wish. No, I didn't have a heart to throw an axe. If only I could have jump roped for a heart. Okay, this time I got things figured out. Son. The secret is to be good at the game. Whereas I had no idea all the way up to this point. I was just ambling about. Mid-air power-ups. Everybody's impressed by them. No, stop! You're always cheating! Okay. Oop. I need some water. And to see what the hell y'all are talking about over there. If they put tabaxis in Baldur's Gate 3, they'll never do it. They might have to actually, like, model a different skeleton. Boys. Okay, I'm just in a fuck you situation, I just realized. Because no matter what I did right then, I was getting hit. I couldn't stop Solier Belmont or whatever from talking shit. So I knew he was going to get hit. He's like, whatever, my granddaddy was Christopher. I know, I think it was his direct father. It was Christopher Belmont. So fuck you. Is Castlevania just JoJo's? Just now dawned on me. Am I the last person to realize that Castlevania is just JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Oh god. You could even say the familiars in Symphony of the Night are like stands. Okay, this is where we should have been going the whole time. This is where my heart was telling me to go. I've only got 4 bars of P, and the E is real big. Well, the music got slightly more intense. You know what this music sounds like? The Donkey Kong Game Boy game, Donkey Kong 94. The best game on the Game Boy, I'll always say it. You could bring up Tetris, and I understand Tetris has more broad appeal. But it's not a better game than Donkey Kong 94, boys. The Donkey Kong 94 is the reason to own a Game Boy. Oh no, I have to fight Zeus. Why Zeus? This isn't Zeus, this is like a Kirby's Dreamland boss. What the hell are you? You've got one of them things you pick up pine cones with. Okay, we all know that I'm not going to beat this man. But at least we got to him. Return. By death. Okay, we game over twice. Boys, that was a real interesting game. And I'm glad we could have all experienced it together. But it's dead to me. Ooh. 600 years between Leon Belmont in the 1000s and Simon Belmont in the 1600s. There you go. Don't mean Sonic. Do you just spam the one button that makes him go whoop, whoop into people over and over? Kid Dracula. Okay. I'll fuck it. I'll just goof around with Simon's Quest some. I might need you all to like backseat backseat game for me on Simon's Quest. Because I don't know all the cryptic bullshit in this fucking game. We're going to start by just going out in the woods and grinding until we can get the good whip. What do you got to say? First thing to do in this town is buy a white crystal. The first thing, really? It's like, yeah, you got to go over to the white crystal, get you some sliders. Ah, they're famous here in the city. I'm like, Crystal Burger is like a chain. You can't claim it to be like just to your city. Bum deals. Boys, that must be rather humorous if you're in the UK. You're like, oi Nigel, he said bum deals. On the telly. Look, the seventh seal death that shows up at the end of Last Action Hero is just wandering. Now, I was told this is the first thing I need to do. So, I mean, I gotta do what the locals say. Boys, I want to eat where the locals eat. As long as it's a McDonald's. I'm sure the locals eat at McDonald's. We're gonna kill blue wolfmen. We're gonna kill skeletons. So this game has like an arbitrary leveling system. Like if we kill enough enemies, our energy bar will get more bigger sometimes. And these hearts are money. Because hearts can never just be hearts in Castlevania. They've always got to be a metaphor. So the heart of capitalism. We're beating it out of these fucking wolves. I'm out here in the woods beating off fucking blue werewolves with both hands, son. Getting the most fucking money. All the good money is in Werewolf Estate. Okay, when night comes, the enemies become emboldened. But I believe they'll drop more hearts. I'm only doing this because I've seen speedruns of this game, and this is something they do. I think to buy everything in the first town. So, if it's good enough for the speedrunners, it's good enough for me, boys. Oh no. It really is a horrible night to have a curse. A curse on a Tuesday night. Boys, nothing exciting happens on a Tuesday night. Oh no. No, they've become emboldened. They leap. They have more HP. I don't care for these emboldened blue wolfmen. Alright? I call me old-fashioned, but I like wolfmen that you can just take out with 2 taps, son. Okay. But look, they're dropping big halves of hearts. That's gotta be good. How's my money? Oh yeah, I forgot the controls of this thing are a horrific nightmare. I gotta get one. I got 30 hearts. I know. I'm like the best Time Lord, son. I got 30 hearts. Stop it! It's so absurd. I can't even make my usual dumb jokes about it. I like to think the villagers are there, you know, they're barricaded in their houses, but like they can creak open the shutters on the 2nd floor, and they're like, what is the great Simon Belmont hero vampire hunter doing? They're like, well, it seems the wolfmen are just teabagging him to death. And then there's one guy there laying his head on the table, and he's like, boy, I wish that was me. I referenced one of them memes that you kids are into. Fellow kids, boys, if I could get me a case of Go-Gurt, we'll have such relatability. Oh god. I also enjoy Teen Titans Go and SpongeBob reruns all day, every day. Fellow kids. When I get a good whip, these wolfmen won't be so fucking cocksure out here in Owen's place. Humble. How to humble a wolfman. So, it's gonna be the name of my best-selling romance novel series. Boys, I'm almost dead. I'm gonna have to go to church and get heals. On wheels? Not at this church, son. They ain't got the funding for it. You got to walk up to get your heals. Imagine actually beating a werewolf to death with a whip. I feel like it would take so long and be so horrifyingly drawn out. Like, I feel like a whip's not a thing that can just kill you that quick. It, like, lacerates you. I guess if you whip someone on the neck real hard and, like, slit it. Get good, whip. Thanks, James Johnson. It's just the motivation I needed to survive this horrible night. What a horrible night to get fucked by 14 werewolves in public, is what the text box says. I feel like the night lasts longer. We must be in the winter. Boys, it gets dark at like 5:30 now. How disheartening. Oh no. Okay. We did it. Advanced wolf evasion tactics are being utilized. Oh god. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Trying so hard to glance over at stream. Oh thank god. Simon is very stylish in this game. And coming from Joseph Styling, you know that means something. You know he knows what he's talking about. Oop. Huh? I like that he invested in pants and like an undershirt from his previous adventure. Look, there's like a graffiti of a smiling panther on the wall. Do you see it right below the word no on the wall there? I don't need 2 white crystals, idiot. Okay. God, I gotta get my ass to church. Hey, buddy, I like how you got to walk up a flight of steps to talk to Heel Man. Is it like a nun? I could only rest at the church, apparently. Who? Did they give Simon Belmont a Castlevania 2 color scheme in Smash? Alright, there should be a man in one of these things that's like, I got this good fucking whip. Wouldn't you like to buy it? Is it you? Are you the good whip man? Want to buy holy water? No. Alright. Somebody. It must be a guy just walking about town. Just a man about town selling good whips. There was probably somebody back in these times. Was this the 1600s this game takes place in? Excuse me, sir. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in the town of Veros. Well, it's a good thing I have no fucking idea where that is. Thanks for the pro tip, idiot. Eric Lacard. Is he the guy with the spear and bloodlines? A flame is on top of the 6th tree in Dennis Woods. Boy, is this a new level of useless information. Rumor has it the ferryman at Dead River loves garlic. Well, who done? Are you the seller of good shit? Shit most good? Buy a thorn whip. I need 10 more hearts. This is heartbreaking. We heartbroke the bank. There's no way I'm going to make it out of town and earn 10 hearts and get back here before nighttime. And this crowd fucking closes early just because there are zombies. Talk about a lack of dedication to your small business. My God, you crowd come running. Whew. Don't walk out there, man. Those fucking things will fight you. Alright, I need your drops. I keep getting knocked off the screen. Did I pick up any? 94. Well, I'm gonna die, but at least I might get money. I'm pretty sure that's how most occupations are. Like coal miner. You're like, well, I'm gonna fucking die down there with black lung, but at least I can send Charlotte kids $2 or $3. I'm the miner 49er. Now where's my daughter Clementine? Okay, my man, my bromide. How come you crowd can't drop me 2 fucking hearts? What a horseshit video game. I can't believe people accepted this horrible mediocrity back then. Crowd had no fucking standards back in them days. Called the late 1980s, early 1990s. will never make it to Thornwhip Hut. No, please, Simon, Thornwhip Hut. I made it in the door. Even if you spit in my food, you still got to serve me. Yes. No, I don't need to. I'm not allowed to dual wield. Boys, our whip should do a little bit more damage, and it might be just a tad bit longer. Now, I bet they even closed the church at night. What would Jesus think? Oh no, I could have just walked across there. I'm such a stairs taking full. Hope. Look at that cool shortcut that guy just saw me take. Please, the church, don't shut the doors. Don't let it be a horrible night. Oh God. I did it. Ha ha. Even if you spit in my communion wine, you still got to serve me. Oh God. Y'all are talking about spear boys in the stream chat, son. Okay, I guess we want to save up and get that holy water now. Son, only the most mature adult vampire hunters carry holy water. I believe its sole purpose is to find floors you can fall through. Hey boys, remember me? I one-shot wolf boys now that I've grown up big and strong. Yeah. That means at night, hopefully I two-shot the hopping wolves, boys. They only come out at night. They're too cool to come out during the day. They're like, yeah, man, I don't wake up till 3:30 p.m. Son, Judge Judy's my Saturday morning cartoons. I sit here and I eat my bowl. He combines frosted shredded wheat, frosted mini wheats. He combines those with fucking Fruit Loops. It's his weird compromised adult/child cereal. Son, and somehow it's even more potent at delivering diabetes. Boys, these wolfmen are no threat to me anymore. I used to think you guys were tough until I upgraded my whip. I've got to sit here and do this until the morning so I can buy the holy water. We're going to get the bad ending. You got to beat this game in like a certain number of days, or else when you get to the end, they're like, Simon died anyway because he's stupid, just like you. Good fucking job, idiot. You couldn't even beat Castlevania 1 without save states. I leveled up for safety. This makes the HP bar the big HP bar. Son, one-shot wolf boys. Joseph Stilin has proclaimed it to be a Wolves Can't Fly song, so I can't be held responsible for making up too many. Son. The Tenfey historians are noting all of this, I guarantee it. Okay. Alright. What the hell is all this going on in the woods? I bet the townsfolk I hope they're still watching me through the shutters. They can see how fucking cool I am now. How much fucking money have I whipped out of these walls? When I reach 100 hearts, and I'm finally the most powerful Time Lord. I like how Time Lord's power is determined how many hearts he has. Oh, excuse me. Or she has. Zombies love to get fucking hit by my whip now. Nick at Night. The way I was singing reminded me of those old animated Nick at Night bumpers. Those things are fucking beautiful, by the way. I need to link one of those compilations on the Tenfey Discord. See, the church, they don't even shut the door. But the priest ain't in there. And apparently it isn't, you can't rest properly unless a fucking nun lady tells you to do it. You don't have Jesus' permission to get healed. So I'm Brave Fencer Musashi. I bought that game when it came out. And not just because it came with a Final Fantasy VIII demo. But that was one of the reasons. I did play that demo. Kind of like how I bought Dino Crisis. And the first thing I did was play the Resident Evil 3 demo it came with. But I never finished Brave Fencer Musashi. I got to this part where I don't even remember what the hell was going on. I think I got past the Steam Tree. Steamwood, I believe they call it. I'm reading the stream chat is why I'm just flailing about randomly. The PS1, the Super Nintendo into the PS1. Boys, I agree. It's the only time video games were ever good. That brief window, we had such hubris. I was like, oh yes, I'll buy the new Final Fantasy game because they're always good. Son, I had no idea. If you'd have been like, what if they make a bad Final Fantasy? I'd have been like, those words, can they be used like that to form a sentence? Okay, we got all the good shit here. I think we're finally ready to advance forward, just like Crawl did that one time. I assume Teague is the only one that gets the very frequently used Crawl has advanced forward that pops up on the Tenfey channel so often. What a terrible night to have a Tenfey. Indeed. Fishmen are fucking punks, boys. They think they're hot shit just cause Guillermo del Toro made that movie, boys. They ain't nothing. Son, you're all 2 out of 10s. Easy. You're not the Fishman from Darkstalkers, who was oddly attractive for a fishman, according to the cartoon. Darkstalkers had a cartoon. How the hell did they get Felicia into a fucking American 90s cartoon when TV was at its most puritanical? I assume Ted Turner canceled it because he canceled SWAT Cats because of Callie Briggs, so you know he canceled Darkstalkers once he got an eyeful. It's a good thing he never watched Outlaw Star, because even though it was a Japanese anime, that man would have found a way to cancel it if he'd have got one eyeful of Asia Clan in that fucking hot springs. Oh god. I can't believe I dodged that. I like having this powerful whip, because it means I can walk forward and feel like the big hero. Well, here's somebody's fucking house. Let's go in here. This house is real big on the inside, and it's like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sewer. Ooh. Well, hey there, Trident Man. You did real good. Okay, remember, we bought this shit so that we can walk forward and throw it. It's what makes us better than the other heroes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What way should we go? Down? No. Yes? Maybe? There's like a scary gargoyle down here. No, he turned around and did secret tricks. Secret tricks. That's me when I hide a box of Trix cereal in the back of the cabinet so that Tommy won't see it. Boys, I haven't bought Trix cereal. I don't know if I've ever bought Trix cereal. I'm just not a fan of it. I take Fruit Loops and Fruity Pebbles any day of the week. Oh no, I should have been always be throwing holy water. Always be holy. It carried over from the first game into this one. Now, the only downside to game overing, because when we die, we respawn where we died. Like right where we were standing with full health. But if we game over, we also respawn there. But the problem is we lose any... I knew where it was, and I still fell down it. It's that one Zelda 2 temple all over again. Alright. Bop. I'm back with a brand new invention, baby. Alright, where's the actual edge? It's just underneath that window. Ooh. Now we have to do this the rest of the game. Can you fucking believe it? No wonder James Rolfe built an entire fucking career off of being mad at this game. Imagine if I'd have had the fucking sense to do that in 2006. Boys, Tenfey could be bumped up from Z-list all the way up to at least like J. How? How did I let that happen? Oh, I could have just walked over here. I'm such a fool. Stop, Gremlin Chan! I couldn't even have the time to properly Yamate that man. Oh, I did just a piss poor job of jumping that. Nobody can swim on the Nintendo. Well, all of our cash money gone. So we should have invested in property. Death can't take your fucking land deeds away from you, apparently. Oh. Who? Huh? You think you got me right where you want me, son? But I knew that I had an adequately linked weapon. Okay, there's 2 underneath that fucking thing. Well, look at that. You didn't expect me to use that advanced. Okay, there's 2 under that fucking thing. It doesn't leave a little flame behind anymore. You're just throwing the bottle of water out. It's just the glass bottle hitting the enemy that hurts them. The water inside's not even holy. No, they put a skeleton right there just to fuck you. Just to fuck you. It's one of those FU skeletons. That's a good pen name. Son, every time you open the paper and you get to the editorial section, you're like, God damn it. They printed another one of them FU skeleton editorials. That man boils my blood. Son, that's a genuine compliment. I just got called the Mega 64 of Let's Play style channels, son. Ah, Mega 64. Or, as I like to quote it, Mega 64! Because I don't know if it's my favorite, but one of my favorite Mega 64 videos is What Do You Do with a Kinect? And the part at the end where Derek plays like the Microsoft employee reading hate mail. And he's just so angry. Ah, it's beautiful. And of course, who could forget their Dark Souls News Network skit? Somebody right now, go find links to those 2 videos. What Do You Do with a Kinect and the Dark Souls News Network, and post them in the videos channel on the Tenfey Discord. You'll be the hero of the moment. You'll get to park in the hero of the day parking space at Food Lion. I'm reading stream chat. A harbinger. Son, Ryan Beverly has appeared while I yet live. Whenever I see your name, I think of Dr. Crusher from Star Trek The Next Generation. Just so you know, that's who I imagine you are. Just because you have Beverly in your name. Alright. Boys, we're doing the best job of professionally power walking and throwing holy waters. Oh no, we did a terrible job of power walking and throwing holy waters. That's what happens. My hubris brought me down. Stop it with the green slimes. Boys, of all the TNG, like, main cast members, Dr. Crusher was not the one I expected. You know you want, if you're doing Let's Plays on YouTube, you want Data to watch it. He's like, fascinating. His processors wouldn't be able to handle it, son. He'd have smoke coming out of his ears. His head would be spinning. His arms would be flailing wildly. His legs would have shot off at the knee, and he'd just be crawling down the hallways of the Enterprise while Picard screamed and fired a 12-gauge shotgun at him while he was trying to get the turbo lift doors to close. And all because Data happened to watch a Tenfey video. Boys, where did that come from? Even I don't know where this shit comes from. Look, there's a man down there with an oak stake. He's like, listen here, dollface Belmont. Oak stakes, you need them. And I'm the only vendor that sells them. Now don't go throwing them at the enemy, see? They don't do damage. Didn't you watch James Rolfe, son? Step back, son, you bother me. Boys, Tenfey's gangster character is getting pushed real hard this season. There's going to be like a fan blowback against him. Boys, I've been thinking a lot about the bringing back TNVA, Breath of the Wild, son. Got to get the new edgier, son. I'm telling you, the Black Tunic saga, it's going to be completely different. The fan base is going to be completely alienated. But the fucking 13 to 15 Saturday morning demographic are going to think it's fucking totally sweet. Oh no, not Pulaski. Doesn't that terrible Star Trek cartoon that nobody watched, doesn't that have a Cation doctor in it? I only know about this show because they talked about it on Red Letter Media. Invest. See, he doesn't even say he's selling it to you. That's that fucking marketing lingo. He's like, invest heavily in an oak steak, son. You could roll that oak steak over in 20 years. Make sure you get a Roth IR steak, or else you're not going to be able to do the same shit. A Nude Link saga. The Drawer saga. Technically, the very beginning of the game, the prologue, the opening chapter, before we got, you know, the Hylian pants and the warm double, is the asshole naked saga. Oh boy, a secret book. A flame flickers inside the ring of fire. Boys, I hope Johnny Cash is watching. You'll be the only one to give us the pro tips we need. Not the female viewers. She doesn't have digitigrade. That is true. The Cations do. Well, I'm just going to put that up to, you know, lazy animators or cheap, you know. I'm sure they just had the same one female body type and they just plucked a tired looking Catwoman's head on it. So, does she at least have a tail? My God. Probably not. I'm going to go ahead and guess that she doesn't have a tail. Or maybe she does and she keeps it tucked in her pants. Maybe that's Starfleet regulation. They let the men walk around in miniskirts, according to the first season of TNG. But they won't let a Cation have their tail hanging out? That's terrible, boys. The Cardassians were right. And the Romulans are like, I tried to tell you. They're fucking horseshit. The Romulans were mad because they all had Cation OCs, but the Federation wouldn't acknowledge their tails. It's like when that, one of the Ratchet and Clank games came out, and according to I was watching the developers do like a commentary run, and they were like, in this game we didn't give Ratchet a tail, and apparently they got like death threats from fucking furries that were upset. Who could blame them? Okay, did I go the right way? Does anyone know where the crystal ball that I need to throw this oak steak at is? I know I just walked over that man, but I feel like I walked over him earlier. I feel like I'm backtracking. Those blocks kind of look like they're... Yeah, I know I've been here because I fell down there earlier and it was complete bullshit. I'm still vindicated. Pardon me, Skellington. Do you know the times? Okay. Oh, does the mark on these... I see, I don't know what fucking pogging actually is because I'm legitimately like an internet old man. And so... y'all had to link it to me on the Tenfey Discord. Get me up to date. Teach me how to send a Gmail with an attachment. Teach me how to open an email and not click every executable that's been attached to it at the same time. Okay. Wait. Now I know I've been down here. There was a book down here and Johnny Cash wrote it. Ring of Fire 2.0. Yeah, here it is. Dracula is a burning thing. I fell into a burning ring of Draculas. Boys, it's going to be hard to rhyme Draculas, I just realized. That's a difficult Johnny Cash song. Yep, you thought you fucking had me. Didn't realize I was a pro gamer, did you? I know I've been here already. Nope. This is the end. The end of the story. Well, look at you, found a little secret club, a no Belmonts allowed club. Okay, all you gotta do is equip your oak stake, throw it. Boom. It's just that easy. Pow. Haha. Oh. I think I accidentally jumped over the invisible blocks. Okay, now we actually want to loop back around like we did earlier. Which means if we go up there, it's going to be oak stake some. Oh, we could be able to buy a second oak stake, and that way when we get to the next place, we already have one. I don't know why that man can't sell me like a baker's dozen. I'd be covered the whole fucking game. Hey, idiot. Nice fucking business you run hiding inside it. Well, I guess this is the only place you technically need what he sells. Well, no, wooden stakes are used for shit other than, like, anti-vampire rituals. Like, I believe they exist to hold, like, 10 flats down. And, you could rope your dog to one if he's being real ornery. Or if he's Shiloh. I believe now we actually want to fall down. For the first time ever. Ho-ho. Idiot. Come walk into my whip. I'm like Ivy in Soul Calibur. I'm like, come on, walk into my whip. Look at my big titties. God. Something ain't right about that floor. Oh, that's right. Underneath that is the floor, and underneath that is the floor. Boys, the frame rate. Oh no! I fell down in the gargoyle hell. We did it. We jump whip for heart. Alright. So far, this is regulation walking the hell out of this mansion. By the butt. Woo. Ah, we did it. Professional. I guess let's keep on traipsing. I guess it doesn't change from day to night when you're in the mansions. A bat! I've been driven insane by fear. Oh, yeah. When you break the orb, you're supposed to get a piece of Dracula, aren't you? Well, we had fun. we shared a few laughs. But I think that's all the Castlevania 2 we're going to get in us tonight, boys. Okay. I've been streaming for 3 hours. I think that's good enough. I think y'all hopefully had a hashtag good time. I can only dream that you crowd had a hashtag good time watching this. Oh God. My ass has never been number. Where we're going, we don't need unknown asses.